the button, where Mona point.
Mona agree. What if I shared with y'all that this song was composed by the same guy who did the Megabox soundtrack?
A special ad break.
Whoa, like an abnormal ad break.
And what if I just wanted it to be my theme now? I don't have anything else cool that I am ready to show just yet. But I need this big swing today, so let's fucking air that one out.
You could do that. Nobody could stop you.
Anyway, gamers. Please enjoy your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, everybody! Yep, yark! It is Scaly Saturday, and as such, I, your Scaly sorceress, have returned. So welcome, everybody, back to the workshop beneath the world, where I, the Kobold Scaly Sorceress Supreme, am here to bring you a bunch of emotionally dysregulated and extremely well-needed explosive catharsis. So welcome, it's wonderful to have you. I hope you are having a great day, because we are going to have a great stream.
Time to blow stuff up today.
That's right, you goopy little bastard! Yip, yark! Hello, Val, that's a kobold! That's a kobold, and that's a kobold, and that's a kobold, and that's a kobold. For those of you who may not know, a kobold is a creature. A kobold is a little guy, a friend-shaped lizard person. We are reptiles, but sometimes we're dogs, and sometimes we're rats, and sometimes we're elves. But always, we got the snoot for snoofles, and sometimes we got pokers for hitting, and sometimes we got floopers for listens, and sometimes we got a big swoosher around back for tailing, and those are the best ones. Every kobold who got a swoosher is the best kobold. So if you have a kobold, and it does not have a swoosher, you have been scammed. That is a fan translation of a kobold, and you should return it to the seller. But they've already packed up their table and left. They're gone from the market. The swap meet is over. It is cold. A wind blows through the hall. You can no longer return your kobold. You are trapped with substandard kobold. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you. But it's okay, because you got me, and I got a whole heckin' swoosher. It's where I store all of my charm. A bootleg bold, kobold leg, if you will. Kobolds come in all shapes and sizes, that's true! Kobolds come in all shapes and sizes. Due to an enjoyable and delightful mistranslation, we have a butterfly effect that has resulted in like 45 different kinds of kobold. Also, thank you for the charm spell. It does nothing. You'll still love them even if they're substandard. They're a silly little friendo. That's good. You have such a big heart. You have such a big heart, Cam. Swoosher is very good at tailing. No wonder they're necessary. Can you counterbalance all this? Could you counterbalance all of this without a big old swoosher? I don't think so. I don't think so. It a Nintendo heifer. It's me, your Nintendo heifer. Did you know, there is a piece of my promo artwork that is actually the silhouette of a piece of old Nintendo branding. And a lot of people haven't picked up on this, but there is a piece of my promo artwork that is a silhouette of an old piece of Nintendo branding. And I'm not using Nintendo branding, but I did take the silhouette of a piece of it to build some of my artwork. And I know, that's hazardous to admit, but it's just for me. It's just for me. It's not monetized content. It's just, I need approval. I crave approval. You know what it is. You do know what it is, Noelle. How are you and that fairy getting on, by the way? Just asking for a friend. I'm curious. Learning more every day, Hazel. Also, thanks for the check-in, everybody. Pepper of wisdom. How do I grow out my hair? Probably don't cut it for a while. I think that's how hair works. Okay, listen. Not to say, like, bald, but I got scales up here. So I don't actually know. It's different for different species. So, like, a human or an elf, I want to say, like, they just don't cut it and it gets longer, right? It just happens. But, like, if there's some species out there whose hair, like, they're born a certain way and it never changes from the day they're born. Or things that are created by, like, the Eye of Despair. Did you know we don't actually metabolize? I'm effectively a summoned creature. I've anchored myself to this plane using my sorcery. But I'm effectively a summoned creature. And if I get defeated, I bamf back into the timeout jar for a while, the Dark Lord yells at me, and then I come back. But it's only because of my anchoring that I'm able to bring myself back. So as a monster, you know, it's... Prolo, we're just friends, but that Hesper, though? Oh, I see what you did there. At least it's not Bergamot. Yeah, she's really nice, though. Have you met Bergamot? She does, like, charity work. She's great. You think Nono and the fairy are really cute? She flustered Nono a lot the other night and it was fun. That's charming. That's charming and nice. Moni, how dare you? I'm putting my hat back on. Screw this. If it's anything like your feathers, you just leave them alone for a while. Okay, but feathers have like a maximum size they'll grow to, and then you molt them, don't they? Like, feathers fall out when they reach a certain size. You can't grow your feathers out. Like, you can't get like a feather cut, right? To trim them, you have to actually molt new feathers. You sure there isn't a spell, oh wise scaly sorcerer, that grows hair? Sorry, no, I specialize in things like lightning bolt, or like trap the soul, conjure elemental. Hair growth spells, that's, you need a more superfluous wizard for spells like that. That's a deep cut reference, and if you get it, I'll give you 500 rupees right now. Nectar of Wisdom chiming in with pomegranates make your hair and nails grow quick, like if you don't want to mix in some sort of supplement for the nutrients that make up your hair, like the keratin and stuff, right? Carrot, put carrot in it. Bald builds character. You were gonna say you've seen dragon kobolds and dog kobolds and never really knew what a kobold really was. Well, again, kobold is one snoot for snoofles, two pokers for hitting, two floopers for listens, and one big swoosher around back for tailing. Again, like, can't stress that enough. That's kobolds. Sometimes we're little dragon people, sometimes we're dogs, sometimes we're weird rats that go, Yono, take candle! And sometimes, if you search it in, like, Ireland, you'll get a, like, weird little leprechaun person. A kobold is... a kobold. Kobolds is kobolds. The most important thing about a kobold is that anytime you see another kobold, you go, "That's a kobold!" And that's what makes a kobold kobold, really. Sometimes a kobold is a tall lizard who got a wish spell.
It's me. I'm Candle. You know, take me.
That's right, you goopy little moron! I'm so mean to Slyman. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. If I receive cruelty, I'll pass it on to my son. Kobold is a little goober. Kobold is usually a little goober, yes. I think that's required. Kobold is a state of being. Yes, and that state usually means scaly and has floopers. And also hungry. Kobold is also defined by hungry. That's a thing that is true of us. Also, sorting moss. That's mostly a reptile kobold thing. Even though I'm not a reptile, I have a bit of a reptile dysfunction because I am technically dragonkin. I'm just dragging this joke out at this point. It's okay. I'll tip the scales by moving on to a different topic. But quite a tale, wasn't it? According to some versions of the lore, kobolds are the only fairies who can use iron. So kobolds are industrious. All kobolds are industrious. It doesn't matter whether we're dogs or lizards, and this is an often forgotten piece of kobold mythology. Kobolds are industrious. We are crafty. We are, even if feykin, the only ones who can use iron. And we're good at hammering stuff out. Machines and traps, mechanics, sometimes forges, sometimes crafting great works deep in the subterrane of the world. Welcome to the workshop beneath the world, by the way, where I do a workshop beneath the world. It's a crafting thing. Kobolds are... Okay, so it depends on who you ask. Zid, it depends on who you ask. Because while we originated with fairy myth, we have since moved on in pop culture to mean different things to different people. Thanks to specifically TSR and Wizards of the Coast, we became dragonkin. It's a whole new kind of kobold. It's a whole new kind of kobold, do-do-do-do-do-do, with a tiny point of view. Dragons aren't reptiles? Are they saurian, or is it a separate animal? A separate animal class, dries off. Okay, to clarify, dragon is a very different thing. Sometimes a dragon is a mythological depiction of the enemy in Christian literature. Sometimes a dragon is a ancient being spoken of in song and mythology that was used to represent the nemesis, but is in fact a memory of a large lizard. Sometimes a dragon is an intelligent being from another world whose being manifests in different dimensions, with that one dragon being refracted as if through a prism into other prime material planes. And sometimes a dragon is a big scaly lizard that breathes fire. It depends. It depends on where you go. In Enum, dragons are something very specific. In an ancient age, 5 great dragons arrived here from beyond the stars. They found a tiny seed and nurtured it, giving rise to the goddess tree. You remember the bit? The 5 great dragons, the 5 star dragons, they settled down here and each became a king or a queen or regent of a particular region of Enum. And then there are, of course, Alvanus and Falanma, who are different. Those are from Vasafine, which is our moon. Those are the dragons from the moon. Well, Vasafine was our moon. It kind of blew up. It's like a whole thing. But a regular dragon in Enum does exist, and they are the descendants of the 5 original star dragons. Or the conjurations of the Eye of Despair. That's the thing. The Eye of Despair does make fake dragons, too, because I am technically a fobold. But, you know, we don't worry too much about that. Dragons are easy bake ovens. There's nothing easy about that oven. Kobold being tiny dog feels very Sword World and very wizardry to you. That's very true, Nestor. It's the same origin of that dog bold. Yes, exactly. What Nog Baby said. You love it when your gut instinct is right. Yes, it was the art from wizardry that was the first dog bold. That's very famously the first dog bold that was produced. It's a particular manga author who was hired to make the art for wizardry. The PC like dungeon crawler game from like 1980, whatever. That's why dog bold is dog bold. And that was because that artist in particular interpreted a D&D manual description to be dog-headed humanoid. And it was a little creative liberty and a little mistranslation, but it resulted in a really cool kind of dichotomy of kobold. So I'm a Western kobold. I'm a draconic kobold, but my dog cousins also exist. Fobold, you're too friend-shaped for that? Gabby, you haven't seen me when I'm angry. I'll bite. Right, yes, the moon dragons. Yes, Alvanus and Philanma. They're deities. And then they were mostly replaced in modern day by worship of Adia and Kuthri, who are really, I think, just facets of those original 2 dragon gods, but things evolve over time. You know, culture changes. And where the 2, dragons from the moon were originally revered for day and night, now there are more human, like anthropomorphized deities that are worshipped across Enem, Adia and Kuthri. The often seen power of one artist to set the tone for years to come. Exactly, Drezov! It's wonderful how this kind of media evolves. I really enjoy looking at it. I need to lay something to rest real quick. I have a DM I need to check. And then I can worry about this stuff. Give me a sec. Okay, cool. Anyway, settled. So here we go. I'm gonna skip this one because I don't want to hear Luigi's Mansion right now. You love little glimpses of Enem lore we get. Yeah. I mean, it's where I live. I like talking about where I live. It's my home. But the lore is so good. Thank you, Nog Baby. Welcome to Scaly Saturday, anyway. Where we take a load off. We're gonna be doing doing a little side stuff today. Ka-chunk. How's everybody's week going? Y'all doing good? Y'all having a wonderful weekend? Y'all enjoying your time? Sometimes your brother and you just gel? What does that mean? Are you gelling? What does that mean? This works well on the TV. Oh, the Twitch app? Hell yeah! We got a new TV over the holiday. So we got a whole new TV. I wish I had more to talk about. I wish I had more catching up to do, but I've been streaming so much, I've really caught up on everything. The last couple days have been a bit of a bummer, so we're gonna do a little catharsis gaming today, I think is the plan. I'm gonna get in a big robot and blow stuff up, and I can show y'all a little bit of Mech Warrior, which is I admit a little catharsis for me. I'm glad to have Scaly Saturday too, Lamps. Me too. Me yarking too. It means you had the same thought about hanging out today and doing D&D stuff. Well, do it. Do D&D stuff. I've got a game that I'm working on with Scott and a couple of folks today, so I will be getting on that a little bit later. Although I have a couple of chores and stuff I got to do around the house. I will be working on a D&D thing of my own. I have like fully 5 different characters, maybe 6 different characters that I can app for that game, and I still am spoiled for choice. I don't know which one to go with. This is kind of a real problem for me because I get to play very seldom. A mech stream on your birthday. Is it your birthday, Daniel? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Daniel _Casalota. Happy birthday to you. Have a good birthday. Have some cake for me, okay? Shh, don't tell anyone, but one of the things you want to work on is some maps for a Camellia-themed version of one of the starter scenarios for Sorcerer. Ooh. Reskinning exists. Okay, there is. Like, we can talk about TTRPG stuff. That's a belief that I hold true to. There is a how do I put it? There is a mentality in a lot of parts of the TTRPG sphere that your content needs to be bespoke. It needs to be bright and shiny, original stuff. That somehow the pre-printed stuff has less value inherently than something you've written yourself. And while it's really cool to write something yourself, this is what people often ascribe to be the Matt Mercer effect. People often refer to this as the Matt Mercer effect because the expectation of creating unique and original theater is placed on a GM. Even if the players haven't brought it up, like the GM, there is a mentality that it's somehow better to make exclusively your own stuff. It doesn't make it better. Maybe you're not super experienced with the system. Maybe you're not super keen as a writer. Maybe your improv skills are a little bit lacking. Maybe you're not as experienced of a GM. The pre-written stuff really helps with that. It's good. A lot of it's great. There is a lot of joy in getting to talk about the times that you went through a module with somebody. Like, that's a shared experience. It's okay to play in someone else's world. You're playing to have fun. You're probably not the next Ed Greenwood, which may be for the best. And it's so okay to play the pre-written stuff. Or just reskin it. Use it as a base for your own stuff. You don't gotta like railroad people through like the listed modules, but like use it as a base. Use it as like a jumping off point. He's getting ready right now. Then you're taking the dogs for a walk and swap your old glasses for new frames and have lunch. That sounds like a nice day. Sounds like a good Saturday. I hope you have a good Saturday. Hi, Thoristar. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you. You figure gently reskinning the flavor of some existing stuff will make it much easier to craft. Well, so when I was running Sword World, or rather when Hesper was running Sword World, a lot of the stuff that I included was original. And you know how I made that original stuff? I took a block stat that I liked from the book and reskinned it. Oh, literally, with one exception, every enemy, every class, every character in Heartbroken had existing block stats from the core book, and I just reskinned some of it. Literally included the final encounter. The final battle. I added a mechanic to it, but the final battle was just an existing creature that I reskinned. Because I don't know the system well enough to write stuff from scratch. I'm not confident in my ability to make that fun because I don't know the system. So I used stuff from the book. Because I trusted the developers and the testers and the writers over the many years had like figured it out. That they had a better sense of what was going on than I, the newcomer, did. You have the version that the book reads as to you, but that's different than what the game does at the table. Wait, oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Exactly. It's much easier to grasp the system. We're saying the same thing. You would hope you're not the next Ed Greenwood. You don't get that detailed about elven fluids. I feel like the bit about tiefling breast milk was like well received by the creator that it was aimed at in particular. But it's still a weird thing to say. I believe it was well received and not taken as creepy, but I'm not that person, so I don't know. I would say in most scenarios, that's a not okay thing to say to somebody. There's a good blog post. All you need is bear. It's basically saying just that. Got a cool idea for a monster? Take the stat block for a bear and reskin it. Exactly! All you need is bears. No, it's so true. There are like... So D&D 4th edition kind of brought this to the surface, but there is like a general archetypal kind of writing in a lot of TTRPGs. You have brutes, you have minions, you have ranged strikers, you have support casters. Like there are tropes in fantasy for these various things. And a bear is like a good universal thing for like a monster or a beast. That's a great centerpiece. All you need is bears. Got a monster, it's got 6 legs, 2 scorpion tails on it, and like a razor blade horns. It's a bear. It's a bear, give it a poison damage attack. It's start with bear. Hi, Siren! Hello, Chironsky! Also, hi, Trike. I like a Scaly Saturday, too. And let me tell you something. I yarkin' need one right now. I yarkin' need a Scaly Saturday right now. Oh, boy. I'm Lurk, but you're an adorable kobold. Snurdicar! Hello, welcome! It's nice to see you. Also, hi, Shanna. It's nice to see you as well. Thank you so much for dropping in and throwing a lurk. I appreciate you so much, Shanna. I did get your message. And I did see that you said to disregard the message, but I'm choosing to not disregard the message, and I'm going to say, I'm sending you a hug anyway. You know, it's all about that boom. I don't know what we're talking about, but I agree. Oh, we're talking about the stream title. Oh, yeah, we're gonna blow stuff up. We're gonna yap for a bit. We're gonna yip and yap for a bit, and then we're gonna blow stuff up. I want that catharsis today. I want to take in my hands a cool joystick, and I want to pull a trigger, and I want the thing to explode. I want to look at a thing a kilometer away, and I want to pull a trigger and have that thing explode. That is my energy for today. That is my 2026 energy, in truth. You can barely believe it's that simple, right? In your homebrew campaign, you wanted to make a golem made out of Dwarven Arcanotech Roombas, but then use a stat block for a Ruby Golem. Dwarven Arcanotech Roombas. I feel you are being comedically reductive here, and I appreciate it. But again, using existing block stats is a great way to do that. Any day can be Scaly. Let's have Scaly Wednesday. Sen, we had that for a year and a day. Hello, my name is Plumey. You can call me Hisphere Plume, or just Hesper is fine too. I am the Scaly Sorceress. I exist here at the workshop beneath the world. I'm here, I'm queer, I'm a Scaly engineer. And it's wonderful to have you here. I was the primary streamer on this channel for a year and a day. Before the whole fairy thing happened and fairy took over, I was the streamer here. All the old positivity art has a kobold in it. That's a very real thing. A lot of merch got sold. People have little kobold charms. That's me. It's me. I'm the kobold. Every day was Scaly Wednesday. You're bringing out your inner Adam Cole. I don't know who that is. I assume that is a sci-fi character of some kind who explodes things. I hope that's a fantasy character of some kind who explodes things. You're gonna yip yap and yark and blow. We're gonna yip yap and yark and blow stuff up. That's the plan for today. This is a joke only you will get. What is it? Is this a wrestling thing? You're making your own things to look forward to in 2026. I think that's a great idea, Rainbow Dragon. I think having something to look forward to and work towards is amazing. You've only ever known the fairy. Oh, well, welcome in. Welcome in. It's Kobold time. Adam Cole's a wrestler who streams on Twitch. Oh. Guess what? You got all the collaboration rewards from the Pac-Man Festival and Crossworlds. You're trying to play it safe and not shoot for top 1,000. As long as you got the collaboration rewards, you'll be good. Top 1,000 is nuts. I saw what it would have taken for top 1,000 in the Miku Festival. If you are even contending for that, you are made of different stuff than me. Like, holy cow. I got all the Miku Festival rewards. I haven't touched the Pac-Man stuff. I could touch the Pac-Man stuff. I should probably at some point. I like Pac-Man, but I don't know. One second. One second real quick. Okay. Okay. Sorry, handling some stuff. Final true form, etc., etc. Listen, master. Hanging out with a magical girl and an otter. Oh, yeah, Dolly and Osho. Oh, you're talking about me hanging out with Dolly and Osho. Yeah, I like them. Also, hi, Faye, welcome. You did participate in there was a Knights Festival? Oh, wait, I didn't know that. Damn it, I missed it. Well, that sucks. That sucks for me. I would have wanted that. Hello, Plummy, hope you're doing okay. Hi, Faye. We're doing good. Knights came to Crossroads. Damn. Well, we still don't have Knights as a driver, though, right? Oh, thanks for the mushroom. I appreciate that. Imagine hanging out with a magical girl and an otter. Imagine that. I don't know the time signature at the opening of this song, but that intro is really iconic. Yes, we do. We do? We have Knights as a driver? I'm really bummed I missed that then. Damn. Knights is now a playable character in Crossworlds. I'm rad. Very rad, honestly. Also on that note, as the magical scholar that you are, what would you rate the compatibility of fairy companions and cowgirl innkeepers? Oh, this again, huh? Wow. You want the truth of romantic compatibility. A lot of it is astrology and a lot of it is chemistry. I don't know. An immortal fairy in her scrampies plus a cowgirl is decidedly mortal. I don't know. Those things tend to be kind of doomed to failure, you know? Mortal and immortal, but I will say they have similar vibes, I think. That's a good question. Astrologically, I mean, you could dig into their elemental affinities. Obviously, Noelle, which is who you're referring to, is ice aligned. We know that she is ice aligned, which is a tertiary element. And Asper Lightwing is, of course, a light aligned fairy. I am dark aligned myself. So while they're not specifically opposed, they're on different axes. Because ice is a tertiary element, and light is an axial element, which is to say it's not on the wheel at all. So it's difficult to say. I don't know, who can say? Sometimes life's about taking jumps, though. Doomed to failure do tend to be very fun, though. Let's... Doomed to failure. Not a world I want to live in. You never mentioned Hesper and Noelle. Interesting, I went straight to those two. This is the second time it's come up during this stream, Faye. I am a sorceress. Let me tell you something. I've got enough brain to read chat more than one time during stream. Excuse the hell out of you. The DLC for Crossworlds available so far are Hatsune Miku, Joker from Persona, Ichiban Kasuga, 9. So 9 and Rusty Rose were pre-orders only, right? They were I think they were pre-order bonuses. Dread? I don't know who Dread is. Knights, SpongeBob, Minecraft, just Minecraft. Well, I guess Alex and Steve, right? Patrick, Pac-Man, Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde, along with their respective vehicles and courses. I own all the content. Like, I have it. I bought the special pack. It's just I don't have the cool festival rewards for everything. You're just a strong no-esper. No-esper? Are you shipping real people? Excuse me? Oh, Dread was a Knuckles variant from Sonic Prime. Oh, I see. I think the Sonic Prime stuff was like that stuff, pre-ordery stuff. Damn right I am. I don't know. I don't have a good comeback. I don't have a good comeback for you, Faye. I just don't. Not your fault as a cute couple. They're not a couple! Excuse you! So, on the docket for today is some cathartic explosion blowing stuff up gaming. I hope you're all on board for that, because I am. I am going to blow some shit up. That is where I'm gonna be at. Alex, Steve, and a creeper. There's enough creepers online. What is this, Roblox?
You
putting
know
creepers
my
in the game now?
feelings on explosions.
Ryusei, listen. Ryusei, listen. I know your tendencies on explosions. Your feelings have never been made fully clear. You didn't ask how a room the big, but that's a fireball and not technically an explosive force. It's just a ball of flame. If we're talking about explosions, that's different. I know your tendencies, your propensities, your proclivities. I do not know your feelings on them. So what game we blowing up shit
I
in?
always wanted to join Team Laser Explosion.
Slimin, you can join Team Laser Explosion. You can. That's your freedom, you goopy little moron. You deserve to make the things go. Thank you, Nog Baby. I appreciate you. I will do my best. Cathartic explosions, blow some shit up. Why are you looking at me? I'm not gonna blow you up, Faye. Probably.
Hesper, I watch Tokusatsu on a weekly basis. If I am not enthusiastic about explodings, I have been replaced by a weird pod person.
You know, that's pretty valid. But as a person who has frequently been replaced by weird pod people, I find offense in your remarks, Ryusei. I find offense in your remarks. And I may not be an official member of Positivity when I am the Kobold anymore. I just need to tell you that I value your opinion highly, Ryusei Shining Heart, and so choosing your words carelessly with me is harmful to me. It's bombs time. It's definitely bombs time. What about exploding towers? He's probably not big on those, I figure. Probably things like self-destruct. Probably not things that he thinks very highly of. But it did cause a renovation, and it did get him to hire the Kobold Construction Crew. Kobold Construction Guild. So, I find offense in his remarks. I do. And elves hate those. That's walls. Continuing to remind you about the joys of an isekai starring a Red Ranger. Oh, I know that one. And the Red Ranger like shows up in the fantasies and he's like explosions happen behind him and stuff and all the fantasy characters are like, huh? If in doubt, throw an electrode at Ryu. You could. You could if you wanted to. You could huck that thing. You could huck that bitch. But yeah, no, that's pretty much all I had to talk about today. That's conversations are settled. I kind of want to blow stuff up. Y'all want to move over to some big robots with me? That's a Kobold. That's a Darren. Hi, Darren. That's a Kobold. It's true. Good talk. They literally made a live-action suit of Kizuna Red to promote that anime too, filmed in the famous quarry. The famous quarry? What's the famous quarry? Is there like a rock quarry where they film lots of Super Sentai stuff? Sorry. Slimin is reserved for VIPs because of misuse. Sometimes people take advantage of the fact that there is a TTS to center themselves. And that is not an appropriate use of the TTS pet. So I had to lock it down for VIPs only. But that's a level. That's a level. I'm about to level some stuff. There's this one quarry that's a staple location for big action scenes in tokusatsu. Oh, really? Darren, chicks dig giant robots. Well, I mean, you dig giant robots, I dig giant robots, and chicks dig giant robots. Nice. What are you blowing stuff up in BTW? My plan is to play some Mech Warrior. Okay, but Kobolds can't. To be clear, Kobolds can't. Let me show you my promo art. I want to be very clear about this. Let me. I thought you were a Sega gamer. Why are you shouting Mega Man? Why are you shouting Mega Man weapons? That's Mega Man 2. Some Sega gamer over there. Mega Man isn't even in Crossworlds yet. Stream, promo. Although something tells me I shouldn't keep engaging. Promo, because it feels like I'm encouraging something. Look. So here's my promo art. What if kobolds could play driving a big robot and shooting lasers at stuff? So this is a series of streams that are unique to Scaly Saturday, where I use my magic to simulate for you what it would be like if a kobold could play those games. Due to physiological and societal limitations, we can't. And it's a shame. But I can simulate it accurately with my magic. What if kobolds could play? We did what if kobolds could play Fortnite. We did what if kobolds could play driving a big robot and shooting lasers at stuff. We did a couple what if kobolds could play streams.
We ponder the question, what if?
We ponder the question, what if? Thank you to the Watcher. Mega Man was on Sega, the Wily Wars happened. I'm aware of the Wily Wars! Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 on Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. I'm aware of the Wily Wars. Mega Man's also been on other consoles as well. But Mega Man 2 specifically. I guess that was Wily Wars, but still. Redeems Ponder? Alright, listen. You want a preponderance of ponderings? Okay. We'll ponder something. I don't appear to be getting a signal on it, though. So what do we ponder ourselves? Sometimes it's okay. When you're stressed out, when you're scared, when you're angry, when you're hurting, this is good advice. Sometimes it's okay. And that's it. That's the whole advice. Good advice, orb. This is a good orb. Omega, this is the orb that I acquired in a legitimate sale from a fawn shopkeeper who acquired it presumably through legitimate means. Look at the top 3 cards reorder. You can shuffle then draw a card, all for 1 blue mana. Gotta love the ponder. A blue player, huh? A blue player, huh? Yeah, I see what kind of stream this is turning into here. As a red-black player, I take umbrage to you. You're a retired blue player. Oh! Recovering is the
Don't worry about
word.
the smoke. It's supposed to do that.
It's supposed to do that! It's been repaired with high-tech materials. Top of the line materials. You do adore some madness and hellbent. I've been out of the game for too long. I don't know what that stuff means, and I'm grateful that I don't. It's like when people talk to me about the new League of Legends champions, I'm like, I don't know. Legitimately acquired through legitimate means from a legitimate merchant with a legitimate mercantile license. Absolutely, Fat Viking. I would not buy any shops from any kind of gray market. But let me tell you something. Kobolds have dark vision, and we can't discern color in the dark. So all markets are gray markets. I think that's important to keep in mind. The pink smoke makes the workshop smell nicer. I mean, it's transformative. That's transformative. This launched a whole rebrand for the channel, this orb. This little sphere launched an entire channel rebrand, okay? We like transformative magic around here, don't we? Do literally any of you object to me maintaining this orb? Sometimes the stinky is the linky between the things that we thinky, okay? Slimin, get out of here. What are you doing here? Anyway. Praise the orb. Praise the orb. Well, I mean, the orb is just a tool. Don't have to praise the tool. But, you know, I've heard stories, though. People who spend too much time pondering in orbs, obtaining a form of psychosis. Because orbs are, by their nature, sycophantic. You know? They tell you what you want to hear, really. And orbs do make mistakes. From time to time, scrying magic can be, it does what we call scrying hallucination, where it will give you convincing information, but it's not true. Low-tier scrying spells, I should say. The higher-tier, like, bespoke scrying spells that are made by humans, that stuff works well. But, you know, low-tier scrying magic, cheap orbs. Ryu says, like, typing furiously, I would never have a cheap orb! You've had problems with those orbs from faux intellect? Yeah, the faux intelligence, we call it astral intelligence because it's just a facsimile of intelligence that is conjured up from the astral plane. It's designed to, like the magic mirror that the evil queen had in that one Disney movie. It's astral intelligence. It's astral soul stuff that's spun into something resembling a thinking creature, but it's not. It's just a mirror. So, you're personally against forcing OI into everything. I mean, I agree. I agree with you. I think, as the weaver of the Paxton Fairy, my art is being threatened by the prevalence of astral intelligence. Have we done the bit hard enough yet? Have we leaned into it quite enough yet? An expensive orb isn't necessarily safe either. Your good buddy Denethor spent too much time pondering going off the deep end. Okay, but that was a compromised orb. I know Denethor's story. That dude got an orb with a Trojan in it. That orb was compromised and full of malware. It's full of malware, reprogrammed his whole OS. You don't even see it happening. It's insidious, right? But yeah, so that's That's the joke there. It's funny you mentioned that mirror. You believe that particular mirror was responsible for accidentally accepting a non-magic user to School of Wizards. And those wizards, I'm referring to a gacha game here. See? It hallucinated! I'm familiar with the game you're talking about, and I love that you drew that comparison because it's so real. But yeah, I think I want to blow stuff up. I think Plumie could use a distraction today. So she's gonna take one. We're gonna skitter over here, and we're gonna start a game. We've got probably 10 minutes before the next ad break or so. Blow it all up, awesome Plume. I will do my best. All right, hold on. That's... We never buy orbs from Wormtongue Orbs Incorporated. They have only a 2-star rating, and the amount of compromised orbs they've sold over the years has resulted in their orb license being under review for the past 3 decades. Yeah, Wormtongue Orbs in particular. The dude's name is Grandma Wormtongue. His name is like the most grimy, disgusting sounding thing in the world. Like, oh yes, have you met my advisor? Liar Face McMisleads you? Yeah, he's my most trusted advisor. You deserve what you get at that point. At that point, you deserve what you get. Which MechWarrior game are you simulating? I was aiming for MechWarrior Online, actually. That's kind of usually my go-to. Just a little bit of comfort gaming, you know? Plumie darling, would you blow up something extra for me, too? I would greatly appreciate it. Noel? I'm gonna break the fourth wall for a minute. I'm gonna break the fourth wall for a minute. Yes. I will blow something up for you, Noel. And I will name it when I do. You've never played that actually, but you hope you have a lovely time. So it can be frustrating, but there's release in frustration, you know? There's a little bit of like, in like not having total control over it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put on my other ear cup and we're gonna switch to gaming mode. And I'm gonna show off my cool mechs to you guys. Because I have cool mechs. Let's just restart the music so that I'm ready for the outro, and let's start the game. Let's get into the game within the first hour of starting stream. I think you guys are gonna like this game. So we have a Kobold collab that we have been kind of tossing around for like a year now, with a bunch of us getting together to play MechWarrior 5 in multiplayer and just Kobold our way through stuff. Unfortunately, the multiplayer in that is not super awesome. There's like a weird system where you become like a guest character in the main player's kind of save file, and your character can die and then you miss missions if there isn't a character, or like your skills are reduced, you know? They don't allow you to just like be a player in the game, which I think is like a weird choice. And even with like the new expansion stuff, I don't think they've changed that. So it's Piranha. That's how Piranha chose to do it. Let me get logged in here. I need to punch in my password, which is here. Password manager. Boop. Hello, Zero. Thanks for checking in. Let's get a capture going. And let's get the game audio going. And let's get the category going, too. And there is always the chance that somebody stream snipes us, but we play with voice chat and text chat off generally. Sometimes this game is super cool. Piranha Games very famously came out because there was a transgender themed clan in this game, like a player run group, like a guild basically, right? And they got banned due to a series of mass reports by a bunch of haters. But Piranha Games came out and said, no, actually, trans rights. We're sorry. This was done in error. And if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. So very famously, they kind of came out in support of us. So, so anyway, I have some mechs that, well, maybe on the field occasionally make me a target to people. Yark. Welcome to the Cosmic Kobold Consortium. This is my baby. This is the Scrambler. And the Scrambler is the most fun. Not always the most practical. But it has the largest gun I could fit on it, and then a bunch of plasma cannons, which are, like, not an efficient weapon. They're not meta by any stretch of the imagination, but if I want to throw 4 giant balls of flaming hate at somebody all at the same time, I can in this. So, we're going to go into the testing range, and I'm going to check and see if my controls are set properly, because I don't remember if they are. We're going to go into the testing grounds. We're going to drop into, what's the one we usually do? Is it, well, either way, we'll do Frozen City Classic. That'll work. You miss when Mech Warrior is properly spelled with an apostrophe. Bring back the apostrophe! Yeah, mech is short for battle mech. Heck isn't trans. Heck! Hi, Heck the Kobold! That's a Kobold! Alright. So here's, my audio seems low. Let me turn this up a little bit. Audio. Sabe. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay, it feels like we're doing good. So, here's Mech Warrior, right? This is a commando. This is I want to say a medium mech off the top of my head, right? I think commando's a medium. I am in what's called an assault mech. I'm in the largest class of mech you can get in this game. I have plasma cannon. I can alternate firing on them to not overheat. You can see at the bottom of the screen, there's a little heat gauge. Goes up when I shoot. And if I shoot all of my guns at the same time, it will spike up a lot, right? So I alternate. It does the same amount of damage, even if I alternate quickly. But you can see when I select a target that there is a little display in the top right. And that will be my target display. And there's different systems in the game you can use to obfuscate that from your enemies. You can use that to keep track of how much damage has been done to an enemy mech. So the Cicada, a light mech here, is not very heavily armored. And as you can see, I've already cored it. So now I just need a critical hit on the core to kill it. Excuse you! Cicada, what are you doing? Get exploded! That was a tough Cicada. Hi, Prolo! Valen Hrist forced you to get MechWarrior 5. It was very mean. They're so mean! They're so mean! How incredibly mean. But yeah, I'm in an assault mech. Assault is my baby. This is the Marauder. And so the Marauder is my favorite mech. People ask me, hey Happer, what's your favorite mech in any game ever? And it's the Marauder, and it always will be. There is nothing I care more about than this thing with the big fuck-off cannon on the shoulder and room for a bunch of smaller fuck-off guns on each arm. And this thing does a ton of damage in very short order. The burst damage potential on this mech is wild, but it's very good at finishing as well. Of course, not against this guy, apparently, because I have failed to peel his armor. His core armor is still there. Wow. Excuse me?
Override engaged.
We're overriding. I'm exploding you. I will overheat to kill you. I will drag you into hell with me, buddy. You'll start to take heat damage if you pop on your override. There we go. And you can see I've taken some damage too on the bottom left there, because I have I turned off my automatic shutdown, because there's an automatic thermal shutdown to keep you from overheating and exploding. Must be because I was attacking from the side. Hi, Teacup. Hello. Oh, it's the mech war. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, you're so smart, Makozy. That is true. Can you tell I don't go to this game very often? Can you tell I don't live here? Hello, both of you. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for dropping in on my little Mech Warrior stream. This isn't something that I play like a ton of, but it's something that I play when I want to blow stuff up. That is definitely what was happening there, and I forgot that was even a thing. But as you can see,
Acquired.
it's a fun mech. It's a decently strong mech, and I like it. I keyboard and mouse. I keyboard and mouse in this. I feel like in a competitive game, the precision that you gain from keyboard and mouse is, I feel like the competitive edge you gain with a keyboard and mouse from the precision is so important to have in this kind of game. Meow, 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 meow. But anyway, that's probably enough blowing up stationary mechs for you, right? We can queue in. I think we should queue in. There's a lot of first-time chats! I'm a kobold! I'm playing Mech Warrior! Hello! Thank you for joining in! Welcome to Scaly Saturday. Please check the pinned message. This is kobold hours. It's kobold destroying stuff hours. Wow! Anyway, I was showing a little bit of Mech Warrior stuff, and I'm by no means like a professional. But it's so cool whenever I play this game. A bunch of people who are in the community show up. I really appreciate y'all showing up. So we're gonna queue into a match right now, and I don't know, maybe get exploded. That's why standard engine Marauders can live so long. I firmly agree that the appropriate meta choice is to have a standard engine. As you can see, I do not. As you can see, I frequently live outside the meta. You can see very clearly that I am in tier 4. I have never ascended beyond tier 4. I am a low skill mech pilot. But it's about having fun. It's about yipping and yapping and yarking, you know, where you want to be barking. I think it's the most important thing to do is blow stuff up. Scaly Saturdays, baby! Faye, you're going to try to get some sleep as you don't want to be awake, but have a wonderful time meching it up. I will wreck a Lance on your behalf. And by that, I mean I will probably get wrecked as a Lance. I'm just throwing my vote here. So I see a bunch of Mech Warrior players in the chat here. What are y'all favorites? What are some of your favorite mechs and things to bring into the battle? And like, wait, do you have... wow! But do you have a Marauder? Oh, you do. You do. It's right there. It's literally right there. Hell yeah! There are so many different mechs in this game. There are like well over 100 different battle mechs you could use. There is one battle mech that I will use. I have one choice. Oh, ad break! Damn. Sorry about the ads, everybody. Sorry about ads. 3-minute minute ad break every hour to eliminate pre-rolls. Love y'all. Good time for water. Already up though. I'll have a little sippy sip right now. Boy, the DMs just keep on going today, huh? Don't they? Okay. Figure that out later. Well, we have all the mech fans here. Any Phantom Crash? Remember? Phantom Crash. I don't know Phantom Crash. The name sounds familiar? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's like a Pokemon battle beginning. They spotted each other.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Well, that's certainly some names. All right. Here we go. What? Excuse me? Hey. Okay. I don't know, I got stuck in my scoreboard for a second. That was weird. Look, another Marauder. Another big Marauder. It's another Assault Marauder. What are you rocking, buddy? I forget how to target allies. I forget how to scan them. Been a while. You adored that game, playing to complete with a virtual idol with high-speed stealth mechs? Wait, really? That sounds kind of rad. Doesn't hold up for only having 3 maps. It is still fun for smaller mech action. I see. I think you sniff their butts. Probably. Probably? That usually works.
Target acquired.
Okay, enemy spotted. I think we're gonna take the high ground. No, you know what? I don't really want the high ground. Can I drop down here safely? I think I'll take damage if I drop down here. Oh, well, too late now. Maybe I can get down safely here. Not too bad. Oh! Oh, we're down 2 already. Uh-oh. Okay. That girl's playing. Hobart! Hobart, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Hobart.
New target acquired. Destroyed.
Yay!
New target acquired.
Gotta lead him a little bit more than that. I misjudged my distance. I only got 1 hit on that. And I'm getting plasmid too. Alright, let's see. Anybody? Okay, no? Are we safe out here? I think we can move up to here. So this game is largely about using cover at this tier of play, and I think like squad tactics are important, but you can see like up there that dude's running an ECM and he's getting plastered a little bit. Ugh. A lot of this game is about using cover, which I think is part of why this map is so popular. Because it's all cover all the time. You started streaming with cat ears and never took them off. I think that's a great vibe. So do you stream MechWarrior? I'm excited to meet you. I'm not a pro by any stretch of the imagination here. Oh, I can circle. I think I can take a flank here. Ah, boo. Boo, I thought I could take the flank. I cannot. How about through here, though? I don't see any hostiles on the leftward side here. So I think maybe I can get a flank out of here. I'm solo flanking, which is so dangerous. But if you can pop in on somebody and get a couple of pot shots off on a hunchback, it's worth it. Ah, boo. There's also a cool thing about the Marauder, because that big gun is up on the shoulder. You can fire, like, over cover in a lot of situations. You can kind of just not care and be, like, in a relatively safe position. Yeah! Flank damage! Flank damage! You keep coming. Oh, I think I'm about to get pushed on. Oh, no, they're going underground. Okay, cool. This is a good flank. Good job, me! Oh, am I getting engaged? Am I getting engaged with? Ba. Oh, uh-oh. Alright. I'm in an assault. I feel like I should be putting more pressure on. We're down is the problem. I would love to put a little more pressure on, but there isn't like a good, safe way for me to do that right now. Oh, here we go. There's a safe way to put some pressure on right there. Let's get this summoner. Oh, your pulse lasers are on cooldown. Oh no, your pulse lasers. Oh. I think there's only one guy over there, actually. I think there's just the one guy there, actually. A little flank damage. I'm about to get shot a lot, or not at all. It's one of the two, baby. We're taking a risk. It's a calculated risk. Calculated flanking risk! I broke
I
something.
love these meat warriors. Reminds me of my days as a doomslayer.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're on voice chat. Oh, they're on voice chat. Roll it.
Ammo destroyed.
Oh boy.
Destroyed.
All right, let's run.
Left arm destroyed.
We're getting out of here. We're getting out of Dodge. That's okay. I still got my big gun. I still got the big one.
Critical.
No! Oh no, they had streaks. Well, it was calculated risk. And I'm bad at math. Meanwhile, your team died. Oh, the whole team is dead. No wonder I got swarmed. Well, a losing match, I still did 400 damage. I'm feeling good about it. Oh, were we down one too? Oh yeah, we were fully down one.
Acquired.
Thanks for checking in, everybody. You need to re-download MechWarrior Online. Bad. I think it's fun. It's a good catharsis game.
Target spotted.
Hey, wait, are they just choosing not to end? What's going on right now?
Acquired.
What's kind of the situation here, gamers? Why aren't you blowing up the guy? What's kind of the... Oh... Is this misbehavior? They can't see it?
New target acquired.
They can get visual on it? No way!
New target acquired. Critical.
Come on! That's incredible. You know what? You died with honor, buddy. How's Hesper? How's everybody? Hi, Lily. How you doing today? Welcome in. It's wonderful to see you. Oh, you know, I have some premium time I could activate. I think I have some premium time I could activate. Happer Crapper, Emmy Happer Crapper. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, it was a Locust, wasn't it? Hi, Lady Teacup as well. Welcome in. I saw you chat before, but I don't think I said hi to you properly. Hello, newcomers to the stream. Welcome in. We're in the midst of a big old partner push at the moment, so I appreciate you dropping in. It's Scaly Saturday. We're gonna blow stuff up. I'm so confident I have some, I thought I had some premium that I could drop in from somewhere, but I don't remember where that's stored. Oh, yeah, neat. Cool. Guess I can pop these, though. This is, like, the weirdest, like, supply cache system, like, the lockbox system, because you're getting, like, various items and weapons and stuff that generally only work on, like, one very specific configuration. So I have, like, a billion, like, weird small lasers and stuff in my inventory. Let's requeue. Let's requeue. Let's do this again. 95% trash. Exactly. It's just goo. It's just goo. It's mess. Duct tape them together to become one big laser. Yeah, I mean, that's a build. That's a build. No. I think I need to do, I need to just turn off Discord for now. Give me a second. I'm gonna just close the program because I'm getting distracted and I need to turn this off. Where it went? I'll vote in a second, game. No, too late. But yeah, no, that's totally a build. People will put like a billion small lasers on a mech. Honestly, the meta when I was playing this game like the most is something called Laser Vomit. And Laser Vomit is a particular build wherein you just have a billion lasers. Yeah, a billion small lasers, a billion machine guns. Because, okay, so the way the damage system works in this game is when you get hit, you take damage to whatever section got hit, and you take armor damage. And then once your armor in that area, your hit points basically in that area is down to 0, every hit that hits you has a chance to cause a critical hit and explode that part. And you get parts destroyed. And if certain parts are destroyed, there's certain configurations of destroyed parts that results in your mech exploding and shutting down. Generally speaking, if you lose your center torso, your cockpit, you're exploded. Or if you lose a left or right torso, if you have a big enough engine, it'll damage your engine and your mech stops working, right? But you need to do those critical hits. And so the laser vomit means if a laser does 1 point of damage, and I have 30 of them, every time I pull the trigger, that's 30 points of damage. So you peel the armor with the lasers, and then you pop the machine gun, which is hit, 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 and it's crit fishing, basically. That's my understanding of it, is that's basically crit fishing. And so that's kind of what my build is about too. It's what the Gauss cannon I have is like dunk, 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 dunk. So I'm supposed to, the plasmas are just for fun. This would be a way more efficient mech with lasers. It would be way more useful and meta with lasers. I just really like plasma guns. Ballistics are in a good spot? Really? Well, that's different than it was last time I played. Fan art delivered in the Discord. Javier, really? Let me see. Let me take a look. I just turned off Discord. All right, hold on. It's taking up my whole screen at the moment. I think I have to disable Discord. There's a lot going on right now. But I will check this fan art after this match. After this match, I will pop in and I will check out that fan art. Machine guns have a crit multiple. Ooh. I don't want to alarm you, but yip, yip, yap, yap, yup, yup. Oh, that was close. I was almost alarmed, Paige. Drazov, that's a good assumption. Good assumption. Well made. Informed wizard decisions. Whoa, look at your cool camo pattern. You're so sparkly. Look at you and your sparkles, your Starfield mech. It looks like a wizard hat. Your mech looks like a wizard hat. I like that. You've never been a big robot girly, but you have a feeling Lil Kobold gonna get Lil Cow into big robots. Okay, so it's weird. It's weird with me because I don't like big robots. Like, in general, I'm not a fan of stuff like Gundam or Heavy Gear or whatever. Like, it's not really my vibe. I don't generally really like big robots. I'm not a fan of sci-fi that goes too hard. Like, hard sci-fi is hard sci-fi, you know? I'll just release that on Alpha, I guess. There's no reason to blow Alpha up. Wait, there is a reason to blow Alpha up. Wait, our timer's down. ECM, hey. Check your fire. Okay, but something about MechWarrior, I don't know, is nostalgic for me. MechWarrior is something that is nostalgic for me. It's something that I played MechWarrior 2 like as a child. So, and also, speaking as someone who likes number crunch and tactical games, like, this is a thing that MechWarrior does exceedingly well. Like, getting every last little percentage in place is something I like doing. Hi, Assault Mech!
Is such a core memory for so many.
Yeah, Wolfwings! You're so right, though. You're actually so right, though. You're so real for that. Hi, buddy. Hi, Medium Mech. How you doing? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Taking fire. Even Assault Mech gotta use cover. All right, that was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. I'm in a bad position. I'm exposed. This guy's walking on me. And there's a light harassing me. Oh, and now we are getting flagged for a bombardment. Ooh, that's a bad place to be walking, Charger. That's a bad place to be walking, Charger. Okay, well, I'm gonna circle wider. I'm gonna catch the flank. Before we get flanked, I'm gonna circle out wider. Can I walk up here? I can. Yeah, there's the flank on the left there. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of trying to roll my mech to catch shots on the parts of me that have more armor remaining while I'm in between shots. Unfortunately, I'm bleeding badly and taking shots from all directions. Yeah, okay. Bad position, bad position. They push through. I didn't see our guys die, and I lost an arm for it. But I got a shot on a dire wolf, so that's fun. Got a little pot shot down. Okay, my center is critted. I'm in trouble. I'm fully peeled. I've lost my big gun. I've lost all but one plasma cannon and my anti-missile system. So I can soak a little AMS points by sitting in the middle here because I have an anti-missile system on. And it will intercept some of the missiles coming in at everybody close to me. Oh, can we push in? Can we push in a little? Let's make a macro call here. I'm still, even if my mech is very damaged, they don't know how damaged I am. They're not 100% sure how damaged I am, so I can still be intimidating. I can still make big, bright flashes appear on their screen and be very physically large and scary. I can keep them from coming out too hard. Ooh, look at you being brave. Yeah, I'm a little scary, huh? So you're in cover. I'm so scary, I would totally, I would blow you up if you came out from behind that tree. I'm not bluffing. I would blow you up if you came out from behind that tree right now. We're getting flanked though on the right.
Target destroyed.
Yeah! Yeah! Target destroyed. Okay. They got stuck out. I don't think pushing up is the right move. Save your kill! What did I do? I didn't do anything! Okay. Oh! They circled around. They circled around. Okay. I gotta lock in a little bit because I'm in a lot of danger right now. So I'm sorry for not reading chat.
Target acquired.
I gotta pay closer attention than usual. Oh, let's try to take that shot where I still have an arm. I have lost my last arm! Alright, well. AMS shielding. I'm AMS screening now. Sorry about it, gamers. I'll draw fire. I did my best. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't do good. They're quite disarming, Simon. Do you need your arms? I mean, I do. It's where my guns are. You can see my AMS lasers going off, though. I'm trying to screen for this person.
Destroyed.
Yeah, okay, wait. Gaining some ground back. My my AMS is those little red beams that you see occasionally coming from above my screen. Okay, I'm gonna help you get out. I'm gonna help you get out. You gotta go around me. Go, 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 go. I'll draw fire. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Okay, yeah, we're done. It's a lost game. Let's get caught back up on chat. But let me check that fan art. You said in the positivity art channel there was some art, right, Javier? Let me check. Let me take a look. Da, 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 da. Let's take a look. Oh, wait, that's adorable. What the hell? Thank you very much, Javier. Let me take a, let me save this. That's adorable. I'll put that on screen. That's so cute. I really appreciate that. And then I'm gonna close Discord back up. Let's put that on screen. Art. Bloomy. How did I do in this match? Ugh! Only did 323. That's not a great match for me. Kerblam! Look at that! It's me as a Just Dance avatar. Ah! It's really cute. Thank you so much. I'll put it right over here. Put it right there. I can live right there. That's adorable. Thank you very much. All right, let's get caught up. Remember back when you played MechWarrior Online, one of your favorite mechs was a Locust with 6 small lasers who tried to run around and knife things in the back. I have a Raven for that. I have a little tiny light mech, my only light mech that I really enjoy playing. Is it that's the loner? No, that's the legendary. Wait, which one was it? Are they both set up like that? Oh yeah, I have Moonin now. I forgot I bought Moonin at some point. But no, this is it's Mini Milk because I used to be a cowgirl VTuber. It's just as big of a laser as I was able to cram onto a tiny little mech. The binary laser cannon is it's basically 2 large lasers that fit in one slot at the same time. And so it's the biggest laser I was able to put on this mech. Like, let's go to Mech Lab. Let's go to testing grounds. Let's do Frozen City. So I'm now in a tiny little mech, and as you can see, I go fast, but also I have, and I forget what button it is by default. That's night vision. What button is the stealth armor again? I forget what button it is. I have stealth armor on this thing. I have an ECM, which I can set to either counter enemy ECMs, or I can set it to disrupt people locking onto my friends. But I also have stealth armor, which prevents anything from locking onto me. I forget what button it is. Also have a tag, which is fun, which allows me to paint targets. You can see that little thing pop up over the reticle. That little extra crosshair that shows up there. That means my friends can get a missile lock on that guy, even if they can't see him. As long as I'm sitting there painting with the tag, the enemy can see me, and I am in the world's smallest mech, but I can paint a target for missiles to lock onto. So if he's not paying attention to me, if he is, like, engaged with some other, like, you know, assaults or heavies who are real threatening to him, I can just go, like, boop, and then get some painting. But I can also hit him in the face with my laser cannon. Which, as you can see, 15% heat in a single shot. Which is dangerous. But there's always room for light mechs, you know? F1 shows all the buttons. Oh! F1 shows all the buttons! Excuse me! How did I never know about that? But I think that's the default buttons, right? That doesn't show, like, if I've customized anything. E-vision, night vision, toggle. Stealth armor is M by default? Ah, there it is. Stealth armor keeps my heat from falling off. It, like, slows the rate at which you your heat recovers. But I'm rocking 121 kph on this, which is pretty fast.
New target.
And I can do significant damage if I get behind somebody. Because another thing about Mech Warrior is that generally mechs don't have as much armor on the back as they do on the front. You can see on the front of the mech, I popped it to yellow with one hit. On the back of the mech, I popped it to orange. 2 shots cord. And then
Target destroyed.
3 shots killed. So a very precise shot can do a really good job on a mech. Also, Cosmic Star Watcher, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate you. Let me hydrate right now. Let me do a little hydrate right now. A little hydrata. Yum, 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 yum. So, Mech Warrior. But I don't usually play anything that isn't a Marauder or doesn't look like a Marauder because I have a type. And it's okay to have a type. There's nothing wrong with having a preference, I think. So, I have every Marauder variant that has been released. And I have a build on all of them. I just have every Marauder that exists. Some of them are really cool. Some of them are really silly. This one's the Cobble Cannon. Yip and York, baby! This one I must have played a lot of because I bought a pattern for it. What am I running on this? Oh! That's what I'm running on this.
Maraud.
I shall. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Paxton Fairy. I have dual AC-20s and basically nothing else. Let's do that. Let's see how this one does. This is a heavy, so I'm squishier. I'm squishier than an assault. But actually, I'm curious. Quick play stats. Okay, yeah. Mostly people play assaults. Right now, it's surprisingly even. But yeah, dual UAC-20s. It's stupid. It's what it is. It's dumb. It's a dumb decision. It is a moronic move. And it's how you have fun in this game, in my opinion. I feel like the Cobble Cannon probably didn't do that well if I didn't have it selected at the end of my last game. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really should introduce you to Tex Talks Battletech. I'm not... I don't spend, like, a lot of my spare time thinking about Battletech or anything like that. I just like the game, you know? But, like, when it comes to, like, the deeper lore of it, it's all kind of lost on me. As an advocate for the Hunchback 2C, you believe stupid decisions are the point of MechWarrior. Thank you, Drazov! But no, like, I don't, we for a while, we ran, like a guild. What do you call it in this? A company in this, but, like, it's just, I didn't play enough. But today is a day in need of some explosions, I think. Sometimes you have a day that is in need of some explosions, and I think that's very, very important to have your explosions on those days. I do have here, please stop telling me what to put on my stream. This is Scaly Saturday. Okay, I appreciate your art, and your fan art is always appreciated, but please don't do that. I have all of your art saved, but that's inappropriate. Back in the MechWarrior 2 days, you made a direwolf with 10 PPCs that generated so much heat the game sometimes forgot to pull you up from. Really? That's wild. 10? PPCs are rad. PPC particle projection cannon. It's basically like a plasma gun, but more differenter. It disrupts ECMs and stuff. Cobbled in a robot! You're correct, Cadence! I was very young for MechWarrior 2 as well. My dad wanted to be a pilot, but he couldn't get into the Air Force. And so he had like this super expensive flight sim setup at home. And I was a little baby, and I got to use the little flight sim setup. I played MechWarrior on it. I do have a HOTAS. I do have a setup. I have a Thrustmaster T16000, which is like a mid-grade Hall effect sensor HOTAS. It's pretty good. It's not like the fancy simulator stuff, but it's pretty good for what it is for the price point. I use it for Elite Dangerous. I don't use it in this. I would use it for MechWarrior 5. I would use it for a fun game where I didn't need to be super precise. But mouse controls just give you so much more precision in this. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, Digi! People were talking about Phantom Crash before. I'm not familiar with it, but people were talking about it. Okay, let's see. Medium laser, medium laser. Yeah, dual UAC 20s.
Common smell of cordite and ozone.
Correct. You still have your disc for MechWarrior 2? Wow. Wow, that takes me back. MechWarrior 2 is where I got my start on the series too, so you have to ask what's my favorite mech? What's my favorite mech? The Marauder in all of its forms. The Marauder, the Zentradi command pod that they bought the rights to, but the person they bought the rights to didn't have the rights to sell those rights, and so they had to. It was one of the unseens for a little while. It's a beautiful mech. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I love the big fuck off shoulder gun. I love the idea of bringing too big of a gun into the fight and needing to fire out between my friends with my too big of a gun, my too much cannon. Okay, I just love the vibes. But the Marauder in all of its forms. This is my one. The Mad 2 Alpha, baby! I'm rocking the Blight right now, which is one of the named variants. But I have it's not every variant that's ever been released. I have every paid variant that's been released of the Marauder. I don't have all of like the generics that you get from like just regular in-game currency, but I have all the paid ones.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Cool. Are we walking on them? Is that what we're doing?
Acquired.
Can I get in here? That's way too far to be effective. My UAC 20s have an optimal range of 300. Oh, we're in trouble if they come over that ridge, actually. If we don't take this flank first. So I'm going to push and take the flank. There are guys on that ridge over there, so this is a dangerous flank to try to take. Maybe we go under the ridge? Maybe. Maybe this is the play. It's like trench warfare right now.
New target acquired.
Yeah, they're right on the other side of this ridge right now. Sorry, I gotta lock in. I'll check in and chat in a sec. Paying attention. Not getting in my friend's line of fire. The problem with UAC-20s is if you shoot them too fast, they jam. But they do a scary, big, fast amount of damage, and they shake the enemy's camera like a lot, so it's hard to counterattack them. Are you baited? Are you baited? Okay. Oh, they've got a... Cool, they had a drone up. Okay. UACs are gluttonous as hell. They eat so much ammo. What? I just got team shot. I got shot right in my ass. Excuse you. I really should roll. But the ability to look an Atlas in the eye and just pull the trigger brings me great joy.
Damage.
Am I out here alone? I am.
New target
Okay.
acquired.
Okay, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of Dodge. We're backpedaling out of Dodge here. I'm smoking a bit, so we're repositioning. Let's get zooming! 70 kph. Zoom. We're 4-0 at the moment, so we have the advantage. If I don't... 5-0. So if I don't get myself killed doing something dumb, we'll be okay. I think there's a target right over here. Yeah, kill assist, let's go. Okay, cool. Hey, buddy.
Target destroyed.
That's one down.
Target acquired.
Just gotta lead him a little bit. No, maybe you're out of my effective range. Am I safe to push in? I don't think I am.
Target destroyed.
Cool, got a flank shot for that. Got a kill assist for that. That's the last one. Yeah! Okay, good stuff. Emptying the clip really hits different when the rounds are the size of a person. I know, right? And I'm a kobold. They're bigger than me. Like, we're trying to load them in the cannon. It takes 3 kobolds to load one of those things. 345, not too bad. Not too bad. That's not the worst match. I mean, as match scores go, I'm in the top half. That feels good. That was a kind of short match, honestly. Thank you for the hydrate, Javier. I see y'all talking about a Phantom Crash, huh? It's a good memory. I don't know anything about it. Phantom Crash, let's see. I remember this cover art. Oh, I remember this cover art. Let's see, what's a good image? Save image. Wait, it kind of looks like I would have liked this. Phantom Crash? This kind of looks like the kind of thing I would have enjoyed. As an Armored Core enjoyer, is that dual dorsal UACs? That is dual dorsal UAC 20s, yes. The Marauder is my favorite mech for a couple of reasons. And this is definitely the biggest one. This is the Cobble Cannon. I need this mech in my life yesterday. This is my build. If you want it, it's yours. Feel free to copy paste it. I can give you a code for it if you want the build. This is on the Blight, which is one of the paid variants. So this mech is not super slow. This is not like a plodding heavy mech. This is a heavy mech that actually has a little bit of boost to it. Also, I'm not at maximum tonnage, and I have some empty slots. What am I doing? Why am I shorting myself on ammo? Hold on. Let's cram a little more ammo in there. Cram-a-llama ding-dong, a little bit of extra ammunition. You don't care what you need to spend? Good checking in, Naka, by the way. That's a Cobble Cannon. That's a Cobble Cannon! Good checking in, Theron. So this is probably the biggest guns I've ever successfully put on a mech. It's heavy, too! Yip and York. It's one of my favorites. Also, you really like the Charger for how silly that machine is. I'm not familiar with the Charger, although I did have one in the last match. Also, good checking in. Good checking in, Cadence. Good checking in, Arba. A little bit more ammo would not go amiss. I could have spent that tonnage on some armor, I think. But, I mean, why get armor when you can get more bullets? Yark! Hello, Arba. It's nice to see you. Welcome to Scaly Saturday. Let's do Frozen City and Skirmish. Why not? Phantom Crash is a game you spent a lot of time growing up with. You were like 13 at the time. It seems cool. It seems like it's got probably more of like an anime mecha vibe. So, okay. So I was talking to Ryusei Shining Heart. Ryusei Shining Heart, the wizard VTuber. And he described to me that there's a difference between Giant Robot and Super Robot. Where Giant Robot is Gundam. And Super Robot is like, I guess your Voltrons and stuff, right? Where they're different. Or Mazinger, right? Is Super Robot. And, but I feel like there's a third category, which is the Mech Warrior Robot. And I don't know what that qualifies as, because it's not like an anime trope, right? But it's like 3 different genres, basically, all involving very large robot suits that you get into and pilot. Let you pop PPC snipe people? Ugh, PPC Pop-Tart! You PPC Pop-Tart! Knock, I have problems with you. Knock, I have an issue with you. The Charger is an assault mech that moves like a light mech and is armed with 5 small lasers and its big hands. Oh. Okay, so I have a complaint that the Charger is in this game because specifically this game used to have in the beta melee combat. You used to have the ability to punch stuff. And you don't anymore, but there are some mechs that are supposed to specialize in melee combat. And the reason we don't have melee is that it was a little unbalanced and weird, and people were complaining, and the lead developer was like, or the game director was like, it's not that bad, don't worry about it. And he got into a match with a bunch of testers, and they all surrounded him and beat the hell out of him with melee, and then the next day he like removed melee from the game. And that's why we don't have melee in MechWarrior Online, but I feel like it's important to have. Kobold has a mech now? How'd they get that into the sewers? I'm not a sewer kobold! I'm a cave kobold! Excuse you, Willy!
Slim and
Also-
wow, 14 months, that's almost a year.
You can't do the Slimin' command with a sub message, Pix, but thank you! Thank you for the sub, Pix, I appreciate you so much. Let's go knock on some doors. I feel like let's go knock on some doors, right? B for Battle Grid, okay.
Wow, 14 months, that's almost a year.
It's almost a year and you haven't subscribed to me at all since it's been all year! LRM did not do you good, oof. So Lerms are in a weird place, or they were when I was playing, because like, in order to have enough Lerms to be like, threatening, you needed to have a big mech, but putting Lerms on a really big mech was kind of wasteful. You're wasting the tonnage on something that isn't going to hold a front line, you know? So, like, Lerms were in a weird spot, but also, they're so easy to weaken now. Like, in between cover and the way they track, and the ECM systems and AMS systems that are available in the game right now, It's just, long-range missiles are just not in a great place. Or they weren't. No boats for you, now ships for you. Yeah, missile boating is fun if you have a spotter. But you need the front line to have a spotter. So. Small eye your face coming on your... What? Naka, what are you talking about? Naka, what? What did you say? You loved being a spotter? Listen, being a spotter is really fun. If you have, like, very competent missile friends, like, being on voice chat with a missile boat while you are a spotter is really fun. Because you just call out your targets and watch the missiles come down from heaven and have a good time. I'm going to walk right in. I'm going to walk right in here. Straight up. I'm in your base, stealing all your mans. It's quiet. Too quiet. It actually is too quiet. What the hell? Did they circle around the opposite side of us? Are both teams all right? Huh. On the other side of the missile boat coin, there's the CERM 36, though. I am unfamiliar, Teacup. Nog baby!
No longer will we yark in the dark. Say hello to the kobold cannon.
Say hello to the kobold cannon! Well, I guess we blew that up. So that's cool for us. Nog baby, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, and I appreciate it. Tuna! Tuna! Thank you so much for the raid, Tuna. How's it going? What are you getting up to? How was your stream? Did you have fun? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. My name is His Fair Plume. You can call me Plumey. I'm a kobold, and I'm currently doing some much needed cathartic explosion streaming. Some explosive catharsis. I hope you had a wonderful stream. What'd you get up to? And obviously we follow kobold rules around here, so if you have to go get snack, nap, or shiny after your long stream, please don't feel obligated to stick around. Please refer to the pinned message. And I adore you. I hope you had a really good time. Oh, enemy spotted. All right, let's come over the ridge. How did both teams miss each other so thoroughly? They're where we started right now.
Acquired.
You were planning to do a 15-hour stream, but started to buffer for the last 10-15 minutes, so you had to raid since you couldn't really stream anymore. That sucks, Tuna. I'm so sorry. That's so frustrating. You know what? Did you get a decent stream out of it at least? I hope you got a decent amount of time in. Tuna, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for bringing your wonderful community by. Hello, community! Only 3 hours? Ugh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is stressful. It's not a problem I've encountered in a while, but I also don't really set up for marathon streams. 3 hours is a great stream, but definitely not what you were going for. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I'll keep you company. I'll keep you company if you want, but if you want to talk about what you were doing and what your plan was, if you got anything you want to shout, like, please don't hesitate to shout stuff. Thank you for the hydrate, Click Flint. I will hydrate in 1 sec. I'm gonna check our flank here because we have no coverage here. We have 0 coverage on this side right now. And it looks like we need 0 coverage. Cool. And thank you for the snack. Excuse you, Timberwolf. Timberwolf. Excuse you.
Target destroyed.
You were gonna do multiple games. You did some demonolist with Tribada and Trixie. That sounds fun. Wait, I gotta lock in. Hold on. I'm reaching the enemy. Enemy shield analyzed. Okay, okay, hold on. I gotta lock in for a sec. I'll check chat again in a sec. I'm about to walk over this ridge and knock on some doors.
Lock in. Don't fall in.
I will do my best, Slimin. It's a king crab! I'm knocking in is what I'm doing. I'm gonna knock on a couple doors here. I got hit and run for that? Wait, 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 what's the button? What's the button? What's the button to unlock my arm actuators? Crap, I forget. I forget what button it is. Is it shift? It's shift, okay. Oh, right. Right. I can't unlock my shoulder.
New target acquired.
Alright, I think I need to walk down into this pit to hit these guys because I'm too high up. Hi, Direwolf. Hi, Direwolf. Hello. Hello, welcome in. Well, that was fun. That was a good amount of... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll avoid that. We'll try to get a little start up this hill.
We can't lose any more soldiers.
Okay, we're clear.
25% of the enemies are
I'm walking on him. Oh, there you are. Hi, buddy. Knock it off with the ECM, huh? I don't have plasmas on this guy, but I need you to knock it off for a sec. From Hell's Heart! I hit my thermal shutdown from auto cannons. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, we're 6-6. They made up ground. They made up a bunch of ground.
target spotted.
Okay, okay, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody fled this way. Okay, which side are you on, though? Are you over here? You over here? No, okay, you're up here then. Okay! You're up there. We can circle around. Strong position. You don't see a king crab every day. Honestly, the hard, or the, not the hard point, the way a king crab is laid out frustrates me.
Acquired. Medium laser.
Because it's like they have such a big, it's like center torso slot. Ugh. Oh, he's shut down! Thermal shutdown, baby! I'll override. I'll override to blow your ass up. Yeah!
More hostile.
Good stuff! Good stuff! That feels good. I like that finish. That felt awesome. This is a fun mech. 679! I'm like doubling what I scored on my last mechs. No, 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 the king crab is it's a type of mech. No, no. You're not gonna blow us up by mistake, right? I don't know. It depends. As a kobold, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something important to you. There is an important little thing to get on the table here. Let me drop this here. Let me explain kobold safety to you. We'll do a little kobold safety lesson. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up here real quick. And I just this is pretty critical, so please bear with me while I set this up. So there's a couple different kinds of kobold armament that you will encounter in the wild. So let me get started by and let's make our little kobold friend. So here's a kobold, right? Here's a little kobold. Now, kobold has a couple of different kinds of armament. Sometimes kobold have armament that is stick. Stick armament, sometimes attached with bug, right? Here's bug on stick. This kobold is less dangerous. This kobold has a threatened area about 5 feet around in any direction. Maybe 10, depending, but usually about 5, because kobold is small and stick is small by response, right? Kobold primary is within kobold field of vision. We have front-facing eyes. This is our loose field of vision. So you can come in here, 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 here you have a lot of means of approach where you are safe. And if you are on team with Kobold, you can stand here. Here's you, standing safely near Kobold, right? If you are in the front arc, regardless of whether or not the enemy is here, enemy, you are in danger of getting hit with stick. But so, that is one form of Kobold armament. Kobold armament sometimes is bigger than that. Sometime, Kobold armament, very large laser cannon, right? With power pack and expensive cord. Sometimes Kobold have very large laser cannon. And this large laser cannon shoots out a beam of concentrated screaming that boils people in their skin. Kobold with laser cannon has a wider arc. And this is very important because it's very large and very heavy. And it extends an indeterminate distance forward. But it's very large and very heavy. And so you have to look at where Kobold is, right? So here's Kobold head. Here's Kobold head. And this is important. So Kobold head is like this. Kobold's eyes see forward like so. Which means there is like a dead zone back here where Kobold can't see. But Kobold body can twist around much wider than the Kobold dead zone. Which means if you don't want to get shot accidentally, you need to use cover. You need to employ cover judiciously. Even if you're on the same team as Kobold. The front Yark, the firing Yark? Shut up, Drazov. Shut up, Drazov. What do you know? Firing Yark. Let me do a stretch. But yeah, so King Crab is a mech in this game that... So here's my Marauder, right? Marauder has, you can see, a center torso area. Wait. My mouse cursor is in a different spot on my screen versus my stream. I am pointing at the center torso on my screen, but my stream I can see. Okay, so let me... Here's the center torso. My mouse cursor is currently up on, like, my... Like... See how the cursor is, like, off-center? It gets worse the further right it goes. See, look where it is when it's over here. Activating quick play. That's so weird. Wonder why it's doing that. Center torso slot on my mech is pretty narrow. And I've got left torso, right torso, right? On either side of it. The King Crab, by comparison, let me... Store. Store's where I want to be. King Crab is an enormous waste of space. It is an assault mech, but look how wide the center torso is. It's just smiling at the enemy, exposing its full center torso. Its guns are so wide set, it is so difficult to get them out from behind cover. And it doesn't really have anything that's set above, but the cockpit is above the primary guns on this thing. Most of the guns on this thing are going to be on what are supposed to be the grappling claws on it. The point of a King Crab is that it's wide so it can block, it can grapple you with these cool grappling claws, but this game doesn't have melee combat. Yeah, so King Crab is rough. Specifically because of the way it's, like, laid out. This one's called Divine Intervention, and it looks cool. But I don't know anybody who rocks a King Crab as their mech. It does kind of look like it has a crab head, though. Yeah, that's why it's called a crab. Yeah, eschatologist, hello, come in. We're doing a little cathartic exploding today. A little explosive catharsis. Hero King Crab, you can play one-sided like the Marauder. It's pretty fun to play. So there is a strategy that Migosi is describing right now. And this is like the meta strategy, the meta way to play, where you load up one side with a bunch of armor, and don't put any guns or anything important on it. And all your guns are on the other side, and you use it like a shield arm, and then turn to fire, and then put the shield back up. And that's like the meta strategy, because that helps you roll out your damage and maintain maximum efficiency, and like you have like a strong defense. And some mechs are really well set out for that because the arm covers a lot. And that's something the King Crab does reasonably well. But I just don't like it. It's not streamlined, it doesn't look cool. Marauder is also good at that strat, and I do have a 1 or 2 built like that. And that is how I got up into tier 4, and I played it for a while, and I was like, this is cool. It's just repetitive. Walk in, play meta, you know, walk back out once the enemies are smoking craters, or once you got flanked and you exploded and died. And it's just like, you don't... You play meta, and everybody else plays meta, and the game shakes out the way the game's gonna shake out, and you don't really get to have any fun in the meantime. You know? Because it's whatever. Performing well feels good. But I do decent damage in these mechs too. And that feels good for me too. So I don't need to be the best mech warrior player in the world.
Online. Weapons online.
There is somebody in this lobby
All systems nominal.
with my name. Hesperism. Hesperis is a genus of flower. You know how to kill armor in this series? Machine guns. It do eat armor. You are correct. You remember me hitting those 900,000 round damage runs? Not everybody remembers that. Back when I was playing this more consistently, I did that more frequently. I did some really good runs. Heifer carry. I've been there. I've been that player before. But I don't know. It's fun to have fun. I think it's more fun to have fun. I think it's more important to be having a good time. As long as you're not ruining anyone else's good time, like, have fun, you know? I can't hit you at this distance. Oh, you can't hit me at this distance either, though. Oh, I'll waste their missiles. Oh, uh-oh. That's open ceiling. All right, I need to get out of here. I am a sitting duck. I'm fishing a barrel right now. Literally in a barrel. Okay. I'm gonna cover the flank here. Hey, Jenner. Okay, he dropped down.
New target acquired.
You may have underestimated the amount of damage you were going to take when you popped down on that side, Enforcer. Okay, Enforcer is backed off. Are you pushing on me? Are you walking on me? Oh! I'm getting painted. I'm painted by something. Wait a minute.
Missile.
Who's painting Hepper? Also, hi, Vivian. Thank you very much for the
Almost
sub. I
1 year of
appreciate
Hepper.
you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that sub. All right. Oh, uh-oh. I won't win. I won't win this. I will not win this. Let's roll it as best we can, and let's get the hell off of there. That's a nasty, nasty flank, and they're gonna walk on me. And maybe they'll walk on me into some fire from my allies. But maybe not. But we're gonna show our backs to them, and we're gonna chicken out. Cobalt can be like chicken sometimes. Everyone has a plan until someone puts a mask in a charger. I mean, that does sound like fun, but it sounds like a really good way to get blowed up real fast. Okay, we're flanked to hell here, buddy. You need to not be... Do you see where the fire's coming from? I'm gonna move up and support.
Target destroyed.
Never mind, we blew up. We got blowed up. Okay, okay, good. He sees where the fire's coming from now, though. I want to walk on them, but I definitely am not safe to do so. Yowza! A little spicy here. A little bit of a spicy situation.
Acquired.
Don't love that for me. Don't love that for me. Also, I'm alone because everybody I was with is exploded. Okay, well, die with honor. We die with honor here. We got caught out. We're surrounded. We die with honor. Do as much damage as you can before you go down. We're hunkering down. We're locked in. And they're gonna walk on us. Yep. They're walking on us.
Left arm critical damage.
I tried to spot.
The enemy has destroyed Alpha. Target
Come on,
spotted.
come on out. Wait, oh, do I have support? Oh, I have a light supporting me, let's go! We don't die alone, baby! Wait, did I scare you off with my cannons? Did you get undercover? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I'm painted. Oh, shit, I'm painted. Oh, I'm not getting out of this. Oh, we're not getting out of this one! No, we got stuck out there. That's okay. We did okay. When temps pick up, you're thinking of printing some mechs? I think 3D printing would revolutionize tabletop gaming. Actually, it occurs to me this is the first time like I've been out before the rest of the team.
Target acquired.
Yeah, GG's. I don't see you in the list, but GG's. Just in case. I mean, it's 6 to 9. It could still pull around. I don't know what the state of the enemy is, so... Although they have a pretty good, they have a pretty cool lance moving together. Ah, there it goes. There it goes. There's the end of things. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna spectate this wolfhound. Laser vomit! Oh, nope, never mind. We have a mostly fresh marauder? A mostly fresh, kind of tactical looking marauder here. See, this is what happens. See, look how slow they're going. This 55 kph, that's a slow mech. This is an assault. This is 100 tons of our team's loadout here. That was just not anywhere near the fight. That's why we talk about, like, that's why we talk about, use of tonnage, you know? Things like missile boats would be hanging out of the fight, but this seems like this person maybe got caught out or separated.
Enemy forces are moments from victory.
But being that far away from the fight is not really meaningful contributing. I guess they get to live though. Oh no, never mind. The enemy is has left. They have exited the control point and are no longer. Oh no, never mind. I see. Rip. Rip us. Well, GG. It do happen sometime. On to the next. Laser up to charger. Is that what that was? Wait, I did team damage? Uh-oh. I feel bad about that. I wonder how I did team damage. I didn't think anybody was in my line of fire. That's like a lesson learned, I guess. Yeah, they got to live like 10 seconds longer, but you can see really, like, even with an assault, like a really, really big mech. Very, very large mech. You can get taken down really quickly by enough people shooting at you all at once. So there's strategy and there's teamwork is kind of required to win. It's sort of necessary to do teamwork. Otherwise you get blowed up pretty good. Boop, boop, Hellbore Outpost Assault. I'll take it. Hi, Asper. Help me get through being trapped in overtime hack. Oh no, overtime? On the weekend? Tax Eclipse, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll help you get through overtime hack, sure. We're doing a little bit of cathartic exploding today. Sometimes we're the ones who are doing the blowing up, and sometimes we're the ones getting blowed up. But either way, it's cathartic explosions. And then there are the pros that know how to fire and turn to use their arms as a center shield. Well, we were talking about that before, Naka. Some mechs are really good at it. That's kind of the meta way to play. And that's how to play it, not those that power off and sit there for minutes and everyone's playing a game of hide and seek for 10 minutes. I mean, I firmly agree. But I don't know, I think like there's a meta way to play where you have the shield and the guns on the one side and a certain kind of engine that is less vulnerable, and it just bores me. I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. You're in super crunch hours. I'm so sorry, Text. Oh, software dev, you're actually in like crunch time. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Stay hydrated, keep your blood sugar up with low glycemic index foods. Eat foods that raise your glycemic index slow, like they're the low, they raise your blood sugar slowly, and they'll keep you full for longer. That'll keep your brain clear and keep your energy up. Perry! Perry, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, it's me, Hepper. Welcome into Scaly Saturday. How was your stream, Perry? What'd you get up to? Tell me about it. Paint me a word picture, please. That's a cobalt. It's true. You can't survive off sugar like a hummingbird. Listen, the number of software developers I know who are held together by Diet Coke and duct tape it is a double-digit number. But I will say to you that you will perform better if you maintain proper nutrition. Your brain will work better. Doing that none-inf speed running, it's wild. So Umi, twitch.tv/OceanX, she got a seed recently where she got none-inf in the wild, as opposed to like a seeded run, which is so lucky. It was wild. It was wild. I popped in for it. Ooh, something flickering there. Let's stick with the lance. You were promised a kobold, and a kobold you got. That's true! That's a kobold. Hi, my name's Hepper. I'm Hisfair Plume. I'm the Scaly Sorceress. I'm the keeper of the workshop beneath the world, and I am currently playing some cathartic exploding game. Or rather, simulating what it would be like if a kobold could play Mech Warrior with my cool magic. Because kobolds can't play Mech Warrior due to societal and physiological limitations. But if we could, this is what it would look like. But I got one snoot for snoofles, 2 pokers for hitting, 2 floopers for listens, and 1 big swoosher around back for tailing. Welcome in, it's wonderful to have you. You had an excellent professor who taught you get more done over time if you sleep and eat properly. Not sure the rest of your team will survive this. Right? Like, Diet Coke and spite. I've lived that life before. I went to school for programming. I'm a competent coder. I wrote all my own code for the stream, so it's all C# stuff.
Target acquired.
All right, I'm kind of caught in the middle of nowhere here. Let me find some targets. Let me lock in a little bit and take off my hat. Let me lock in a little bit to try to find some targets and get myself in a decent position here. You're gonna follow kobold rules and get yourself some hydration. Please, Perry. Please get snack, nap, and or shiny as necessary. Wait.
Target spotted.
Wait a minute. Could it be? Is it Smooth Rock? It survives. Cadence Q, shut up. Shut up your butt. What are you doing? Okay,
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Boop, boop. Hi, buddy. Okay, that's a strong position. This feels like a strong position right now.
Target spotted.
We'll rotate out if it gets hot, if it gets hairy, but
New
I
target
think
acquired.
some enemies are gonna get forced back here. Let's rotate forward a little bit. See if I can get a shot on this guy. I sure can. I just sure can get that shot on this guy. I broke something. Component destroyed. Kill assist. Okay, good stuff.
Acquired.
All right. Over this way. Let's keep circling. Circling, workling, so let's continue circling. Circling is workling. I see lasers, but I don't see a target. Hey, buddy. Hey, little guy. Also, thanks for checking in. That's a pretty good quest record you got there. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Incoming missile.
Oh, hi! Hi, pop-up mecha!
Incoming missile.
Did I break lock? Okay, I broke lock. I don't want to get missiled. I'm in a heavy, not an assault. I'm gonna zoom through. We're gonna circle around. I'm gonna take flank through F4, F3. Fox 4, Fox 3. I'm gonna try to flank in, because flanking in this tier of play with a heavy or an assault is pretty much a guaranteed way to rack up some damage and disrupt the enemy team, and that's what I like. What if it's a mistletoad? If it's mistletoad, then I'll give you a little kiss underneath it, obviously, as one does. Okay, okay, we have a drone up here. We have a UAV, so we are clear, I think. I want to say we're clear for me to move up here.
Target spotted.
I don't like being this high up in a Marauder. I can aim my shoulder gun up, but not down. But it feels like somebody's watching me. Oh, autocannon versus autocannon, huh? Ow!
Target destroyed.
Well, excuse me, princess!
Thanks.
I ate a lot of fire just now! Ah, they called a good target, and I was the only one.
Destroyed.
You don't ever want to be the only target on a line of fire. Oh, okay, okay. You can walk in front of me while I'm shooting. That's cool. Try to hit this king crab in the back. Oh, I'll hit him in the face. Right in his big smile.
Target
Let's override. Okay, never mind. Oh, I got a most damage dealt on a kill. Hooray! But yeah, welcome in, Raider. Fantasmina Camarada, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for the kind words and for the hug. Also, eschatologist as well. You want to force that pun into a Star Fox like what? Fox 3, Fox 4? I want a Star Fox pun. Foxtrot. He got the Foxtrots because he ate at Arby's. What if the missile's just here to give you friendliness explosions? That's what I'm doing today, Vivian. That's my plan for the day, is to give friendliness explosions. I'm here to get some cathartic blowing stuff up. So that's what we're doing. And this mech is doing some work for me today on that. You used to run a few riflemen in 5. You'd be amazed what you can stuff in them. But that's counterpoint stuff, Mel. It's not a Marauder. Counterpoint, that isn't a Marauder. And I feel like I need you to see that in this moment, you know? I feel like I need to be seen about that right now. Is that that's not a Marauder. I'm gonna have a little sippy sip. Because that caffeine helps, baby. Are Letmechs viable in this and not really? So it's a team game. Basically what happens is if you're in a pre-made team, you have a limited amount of tonnage to work with, so you can't field 4 assaults. If you pick the right heavies, you can field like 4 heavies. But like the bigger heavies, you can only field 2 or 3 of them. So you have to have a mixed lance. In the matchmaking, like public matchmaking, it doesn't always play fair. Depending on who's queued up, in order to get you into a match faster, outside of ranked mode, it will occasionally give you a team of like 6 lights versus a team of like 6 assaults. And then it's not really fair. But a balanced team, the lights do serve a good purpose. The lights harass. The lights disrupt. The lights can run equipment like ECM and AMS and stealth armor. And some of the lights can punch above their weight class too. You're talking like an urban mech or like a well-equipped Raven or a Locust. Like you can punch above your weight class with that sort of thing. So the light mechs serve an important purpose, but playing solo, it's really hard to clock high damage numbers on a light because your purpose is primarily not to do damage in a light. And you really need the rest of your team to play along with you to have the light mech do a good job. Kind of how it goes. And that's true. Lights can be assault killers if you have the right light mech and the right talents on it. You can kill assaults in a light, but you're mostly cleanup squad at that point. You're a carrion bird circling around, taking shots at something that's already damaged. You're not going to be like rocking a light up to the front line and staring an assault in the face. Like, that's just not how you play them. But you can get so fast. You don't know how so many of your faves are lights? I think you have some taste. And yeah, if they do hit you, you crumple like a wad of tinfoil. Okay, so they are like 270 roughly. They're probably gonna come up over this ridge any second now. I saw their drop ships taking off. I would like to not get caught in a death corridor. But we do have a scout here. We do have a scout here.
Target spotted.
All right, all right, all right. Well, there they are.
Acquired. Warning.
Immediate jam, immediate missiles. Okay.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Ow! I feel like I got tagged a little bit there. I should have called those targets. Echo 4. Targets Echo 4. I'm gonna stick with the Lance, actually. I'm gonna play a little conservative here. Now that I've cleared the back corner there. I don't want to get behind this guy. You have a shield? Excuse you. Excuse you, little light in Echo 5. I'm gonna give you a little trouble. I'm gonna give you the trouble you looked for.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Little Stormcrow. Oh, we're moving up. Red Reaper, huh? You have a whole shield, and that's really cool, actually. The vibe of a mech, like, actually having a shield is really cool.
Incoming missile.
Okay, stop it with the missiling, though.
Warning. Incoming.
Take that on the left side.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Okay.
Warning. Incoming
Okay,
missile.
we're in a stronger position here. This is a little bit safer. I'll use this to shield from missile. Kind of getting missiled to hell here. And there's a guy over there on my left, too. Echo 6, Delta 6. I feel like that assault behind me in Delta 5 is going to have to engage it. You thought I was gone, didn't you?
Critical
Oh,
damage.
oh, oh.
Warning. Incoming
Firing
missile.
line. All right.
Incoming missile.
All right, point taken, point taken. I'll get out of your hair. Thank you for your time. I'll get out of your hair. Let's, ooh, what are you doing, Mad Cat? About to take some back shots. My back armor is fully peeled at this point. I'm in a little bit of trouble. Marauder! Hi, firing point placement. What's that mean?
Critical damage.
What does that mean that I can fire over cover? Okay, we did something. We did something useful. Let's see, is anybody arriving this way? Okay, I gotta cover this flank again because we are getting circled around by 2 assaults. I hope they walk on us. I hope they walk on us. Are they gonna walk on us? No, they're on the high ground. Damn it, I can't get up there. I don't have jump jets. Okay, sorry.
Target acquired.
This guy comes around the corner, though. Damn it. I missed every shot on that light.
Need assistance.
Affirmative. Falcon 5. Fox 5. Assistance Fox 5. Only one way to assist in Fox 5 right now. And it's to walk forward.
Acquired.
Hold W.
Incoming missile.
Like a Dead by Daylight player.
Critical damage.
Oh, yeah, no, we had no armor left. Not my favorite match I've ever played. Not the best game I've ever done.
Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile.
This mech is beautiful. I mean, I love it. It either does really good or really bad. What did we do this time? We did I don't know, like 300 something, I think it said. Hold W and hope for the best. So I love this mech specifically because it's fast. It is a relatively fast Marauder. It's good at repositioning. There's a version of this mech that has jump jets on it because it's a heavy and not an assault, so you can kind of like
Critical.
use that to kind of get over ground. But I think mostly I play it like a disruptor or a harasser,
Heat level critical.
and it can punch really hard. It's big enough to scare the enemy psychologically and do some damage to morale and like disrupt their decision making a little bit, which I think is really fun. Looks like we win this though. We're looking at a Timber Wolf. Is there another Marauder still up? What the heck is a Hush K? It's got micro lasers. It's got to be a light. Oh, Highlander, Panther. Yeah, just the Mad Cat. Oh, we got an Annihilator with the...
Destroyed.
So Annihilator, for clarity, is one of the largest assault mechs. Look how slow it's moving. It moves like 40, right? It's got solid armor, but... So speaking this Annihilator here, just kind of like pomping. The Annihilator we are currently looking at is running dual AC-20s. Regular AC-20s, not Ultra AC-20s, just regular ass AC-20s.
Target acquired.
And it's that slow. If you want to move that payload twice as quickly, may I recommend to you a Marauder. Piece of Charcos. Yeah, 341. But we soaked a lot too, which feels all right. 8 assists. 8 assists feels good. I like 8 assists. That means I was all over. That means I did good. Can you make your kobold tail wag? I mean, I can. If I need to. It is my, like, it's part of my body. It depends. It's mostly mood dependent. All right, let's cue in one more with this one. I like this one. Bump, 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 bump. This is getting you in the mood to play some MechWarrior 5. Do it! Absolutely do it. Listen, if I've inspired you to do anything today, it should be to take the explosions you deserve. Get you some exploding. Get you some bastard blasting. Kind of making you want to reinstall too. It's just fun. I don't know. It's stupid fun. It's a grind, this game, and I only play it kind of intermittently. So if folks are hoping to like play with the Kobold, it's probably I can't promise that. I can promise it's a pretty fun game, and I enjoy it. And they did say trans rights, so that's pretty cool for them. Piranha's been really good, I think. But MechWarrior 5 is kind of the offline version of this game. And the MechWarrior 5 has like 3 separate little, you know, standalones too. It's the Wizard Alexander. See? The Wizard Alexander. And Joshua Kerensky. That feels like you just put your regular name in, actually. That feels like you put your actual people name in there, Joshua Kerensky. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I like Pushin. Pushin is on the enemy team right now. Pushin has been pulling a lot of work when they've been on our team, but they always open up with "Hello, have a good game." You as well. The Kerenskys are an in-lore family. Oh. And Alexander's probably good people. Is it because he's a wizard? Drazov, is that why? The term stackpole comes from the name of the writer who introduced mech cores detonating into the franchise. Oh, I see. Stackpole some cores. I'm learning so much. That's one of the things I like about these streams. When I do Mech Warrior, I always learn so much. Quick question. Is San in your name there for a Japanese
Online.
purpose?
Weapons online.
Weird question.
All systems
Weird question. Hey, thank you for the follow, new friend. Welcome to the workshop beneath the world. Please check the pinned comment and feel free to hang out. We're doing a little cathartic explosion today. A little bit of exploding. Also, Dracomon, thank you for the quest report. Good checking in. I'm gonna move Theta. I think we moved Theta. Oh, so okay. So sometimes you see, like, on my mini-map there, you probably can't see it because it might be small. The green ones are my lance. That's the people I queued in with. I am a heavy on a lance with 3 lights. Sometimes it doesn't play fair. There are 4 assaults on our whole team. Which I guess is okay for a team of 12. But I don't get to stick with my lance or get the lance benefit because my lance is all lights. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's just a question of not walking into the enemy and getting bodied. I don't like being out in the open like this. This is... Hey, there we go.
Warning incoming.
Okay, there's the whole enemy team.
Incoming missile.
All right, cool.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
Whole enemy team walking on Theta.
Target spotted.
Warning incoming missile.
Hi, little light Mac. Little baby.
Warning.
I need to be able to see
incoming
you. I need to be able to see you.
Spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
I broke something. Component destroyed. They may have walked too hastily onto Theta. They may have caused themselves some harm by walking on Theta that aggressively. I gotta let myself cool down a little bit. Never mind.
Override engaged.
Okay, I really don't want to burn myself to death right now.
New target acquired.
Spotted.
Heat level critical.
I can do so much damage here, though. He's wide open. If I just... Yeah! Killing blow. Let's go. And now this one.
Target spotted.
Oh, no!
Override.
Oh, I thought I had my override off. Okay, it's fine. Override engaged. Hi, buddy. Hi, little light guy.
Target spotted.
I'm gonna chase that light a little bit. Did you just call a strike on a light?
Target acquired.
Who called a strike on a light?
New target acquired.
That light goes where it wants.
Target spotted.
Little Stone Rhino action. Stone Rhino is cool. It's like, it's not quite a Marauder, but it's not quite not a Marauder. It's very similar to a Marauder. I believe it is like based on the Marauder design in lore. Did you leave? Did you go? Oh, they did. They left. They went up the hill. That's okay.
New target acquired.
Hi, Stone Rhino. You gonna come to the ledge? You want to come to the ledge? Let me knock on your door. Let me knock on your door a little bit. It's okay. I can come to you. I don't want to inconvenience you. I can come to you.
Target destroyed.
This is the kind of match that this game is about. I wonder if we've seen each other before. Maybe, Troxus. Pretty small community. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, Mech Warrior? So I don't play very much of it. We might have seen each other before, though.
Acquired.
Did you come in for Mech Warrior? I play this game when I'm in need of explosions. Sometimes it's about sending a message. Yeah, exactly. I realize I haven't been watching objectives like at all. I'll soak up some free flanking points, even if I'm outside of optimal range here. Let's go take Gamma. Let's go take Gamma.
Kappa is under enemy control.
I think it's 9 to 6. I think I'm safe to walk on Gamma.
Capture resource points from them to stop the bleeding.
Oh, I only have 15 shots left in my UACs. Okay, I need to be more conservative with my ammunition right now. Okay, it's 10 to 6 right now. I don't know what the enemy team has, but let's take Gamma. Oh!
We have
So-
gained Epsilon.
Target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
It's a Thunderbolt! We gain Gamma, and at this point we only need to hold 3 to win. But we are going to take 4, so...
Target spotted.
Yeah, they're on the other side of the wall. Doop, 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 doop. You make it look so easy that you remember trying this game and not understanding the controls at all. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, actually, Dracomon. This is one of those games, so it comes from this game is an evolution of an older game. The older MechWarrior games on PC, right? From an era of games where simulation was kind of in. And the vibe was it was meant to be complicated. It was meant to have a million little like toggles and boopers and spindly wheels and meters that mean different things. 878, baby! That feels good. That feels very good. GG. GG. Whew! Feels good. What was my match score? 515? I wasn't even the cap on the match score. I did a match that good and someone did better than me. That's so wild. What a good team. So this is from an era of games. This is an evolution of an era of games that were designed to kind of be complicated. So there's a lot of little fiddly bits going on. And that's kind of the skill of the game, is like learning how to manipulate all the little parts. So it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of playing enough of it and getting used to it. And I watch a couple content creators who make stuff in this game as well. So I don't know. It's definitely not everybody's cup of tea, but it's one of those games that I play when I need something that isn't streaming to think about. Your mech isn't really set up to be the main heavy damage dealer in the lance, and yeah, also finding your combat style. Oh, sorry, Javier. No, I tapped my mic with my hand. That was my bad. That's pretty shocking. Wait, I missed what we were talking about. But yeah, no, I can't say I play a ton of this game, but I do enjoy it when I play it. I'll be so real, and I'll say this like one time. Hepper's really stressed out. There's a lot of complicated stuff going on in Hepper's life right now. And even right up until stream, there were big stressors and things that I'm going to have to address after stream is over. And it's one of those cooler heads prevail kind of situations. And so blowing stuff up is a little bit of catharsis that Hepper needs today. So I appreciate y'all being here and hanging out while Hepper does what Hepper needs to do. I don't know. Kind of opened today's stream a little sick to my stomach. But we're pulling through, you know? We're playing a little explodey game. What do we got? I roll ones in a flea. GLHF. Smiley face. So we've got a pre-made lance, mostly pre-made lance. 3. Panther. Okay. A Durg and an Inf. Ah, GLHF to you too, Fleric. I think we have a pretty good setup here. I think I'm definitely on the heavier side for this this setup here. We'll see what happens. I am seeing a lot of names that look like Japanese's names. Am I correct? What? What kind of question is that? Lexi, hi! Hello, Lexi. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. Yeah, it's a catharsis game, you know? I needed some explosions. When you need to vent and such, you play Doom with a brutality mod for plenty of gratuitous gore. Everybody copes in their own ways, you know?
Online. Weapons online.
Yeah, I think the
All systems
weird fixation on whether it's a Japanese name or not,
Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Flaric has brought it up more than once now. I'm wondering what their vibe is. Okay. I don't love this map. It's not my favorite map. The trenches are kind of fun, but there's really long sight lines. This is a really heavy missile map. So I'm gonna stay low, I think. Until we have visual on where the enemies are, it's a very dangerous map to be in. Okay. ACW there. What do we got? Anything cool over here? Anything going on the death ramp? No? I'm just gonna stay low. This game reminds me of your time in War Thunder, just using the non-meta tanks and leaking classified US government, like, military secrets. Yeah, that's what War Thunder's all about, really. Anybody here? Yes. What's that? What's that high firing point placement on a Marauder? Ooh, ooh, spicy. A little too hot for my blood in there. Yowza. That's death approaches. That is skedaddle. That's a rough. I ain't touching the death ramp. I'm going around. I advise everyone else to never use that ramp for anything in either direction. It is a kill zone for both parties. That is where you go to roll the dice. I walked up it because I did not think I was going to take that much fire. I thought I was going to take a little fire. Oh, it's little Jenner. Hi, Jenner. Woo! Crumpled the Jenner a little bit, though. That was fun.
We've destroyed target Alpha.
New target acquired.
Okay, I think this looks dangerous, but I'm gonna walk on it a little bit. And just hope that they can't aim down, really.
New target.
Because I don't want to let us get flanked out by a couple of lights.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
Yeah! Oh, that was bullshit! What a bullshit kill we just scored.
Damage.
Incredible bullshit kill we just scored. Am I taking fire from above or behind? Where'd that come from? Oh, uh-oh. Okay, we're caught out right now. There's a light on my ass. What? Good lord! Good lord, you lived for so long! Oh, that's a bad round. That was a bad. Oh, you've got the coconut monkey on your dashboard, though, so you're pretty cool. That's a bad round. Lyfera, I will hydrate. Thank you very much for that.
Acquired. New target acquired.
New 50 Kofi donation from Nakashimaru. Anytime is a good TM for a snack, crumbs and dust in the cockpit.
Naka, thank you so much for the dono. Naka, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that. That is really, really sweet of you.
Damage.
That means a lot. That means a lot. You know, money's tight, so everything it has a strong impact. Naka, I appreciate you so much. I need to go and use the restroom rather urgently. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brief AFK during the back half of this match. And I'm gonna run off and use the little kobold's room. I'm gonna hit the Scaly later. And I'll scale you later. I'm gonna be gone for about a minute. Maybe two. I'll be right back, gamers. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I didn't realize I'd tabbed out before I stood up. My bad. My bad. You had no audio that whole time. I'm so sorry.
That's it. Pack it up. The hostiles are taking
Looks like we lose that one. What's the... GG. Welcome back in, everybody. Hi, Sen! Nice to see you! Hasper, I've been tempted to resub and re-download WoW. Probably will be playing retail with my guild. Do you think now is a good time for it, or you should wait for to get the X-Pack? You want my honest answer? Honest answer, the pre-patch goes live in 10 days. I think if you have a guild to play with, and you have stuff to do, I think there's not gonna be a better time than right now. Just enough time to get, like, back up to speed before the expansion, like, pre-patch drops, and not, like you're gonna be on the cutting edge, right? Because a lot of the problem with MMORPGs is when you don't have people to play them with, or if, like, your friends have out-leveled you too much, you know, or your friends are too far in the progression for, like, to meaningfully play with you. That sucks. That's boring. But right now, if you have people to play with, it's a good time to do it. There's gonna be a ton of players, the economy's gonna be great, and the new expansion looks cool, I think. Anything but Tourmaline. Anything but Tourmaline Desert. Anything but Tourmaline, please, I beg you. I beg you, I hate this trench warfare map. I hate Tourmaline Desert so much. I would rather go to Luthien with its glitchy models. Hi, Sen. But yeah, no, I think now is definitely a good time. But welcome to Scaly Saturday. Welcome to hanging out. Welcome to blowing stuff up. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. Honestly, I would love to make this like another partner number stream, but without like a big raid or something. We may not get there on average, even if the CCVs are high, you know. And I'm tired, heroes. I'm beat. I'm beat to hell today. I feel like I fell down the stairs. So maybe we'll do another round or two, and we'll just kind of see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is. There's something so important I have to do tomorrow. Something so important that I'm scheduled to do tomorrow. What was I saying? Oh, right, I remember what it is. Okay. Yeah, I have a thing to do tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, no, Dracomon, we're going to be doing some streams with World of Warcraft. Me and Noel and Ren and them all kind of got into WoW together a little bit. And we haven't had like a ton of time to play together, but we're definitely seeing each other, you know, on World of Warcraft. I've got a character in Legion Remix. I've got a couple characters pushing level cap. I've got 2 at level cap in retail right now. My goal is to get a party together and actually do some like heroic dungeons or mythics and stuff. I want to try it. And so I'll be playing a bit of it. But if you have a guild to play with, definitely now's the time. We're flanking left. Lance is moving together? That's kind of cool. Hi, Thanatos. Thanatoaster. What else we got? What's the button? There's a button that shows, oh, it's Q. Timberwolf. This is the Blue Meanie and a Timberwolf. And what else we got? Thanatos. And a Marauder Hammermaster. Okay. Lance of 4 heavies moving together. We can do some damage. Yeah, no, it's just a question of time, really. It's just a question of time for me. I would love to have more time. I would love more time. I would adore that. Oh, there we go. Cool. I would love to stay low. The problem with this map is the enemy has the high ground and there is basically no way to push on them without circling around through a bunch of really exposed walkways. And so the right play is like to collapse back in and force them out of their hidey hole right now. Or to push before they can get into a good position. But we are a little late on that. And so anywhere we go is going to be fully exposed. Oh, they're flanking. I see Fox 4.
Spotted.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Incoming missile.
All right. I see missiles. I see missiles, but I see you backing down a little bit.
Warning.
No.
Missile.
See what I mean? Long sight lines, nonsense engagement. I don't like this map. I don't like this map at all.
Incoming missile.
Target spotted.
Don't stand behind me. I'm getting out of dodge. Koba leaving.
Target spotted.
Can't wait to get your PC fixed. You can finally play some Mech Warrior again. I hope you get your PC fixed soon, Lexi. I hope you get it fixed soon.
Target spotted.
We're off to a bad start. Also,
New target acquired.
what are you doing, Stalker? Where are you going? There's a couple of folks that are just... Are you flanking? Is that the plan? I'm gonna go see what they're doing. But I don't really want to leave the rest of my team behind. Hi there, buddy.
Missile. Critical damage. Warning. Incoming missile.
Wow, I'm already so cooked, actually. I'm already so cooked, actually. This sucks. I hate this map so much.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Look how much trouble I got in. So quickly.
New target acquired.
I have dual UAC 20s. And I am just not doing damage. Alright, alright, alright.
Target spotted.
Okay, we pushed them off the ridge a little bit. I'm gonna circle around Fox 4, I think.
Target
New
spotted.
target
Oh no,
acquired.
that Kodiak cooked. Okay, they'll be cooked by the time I get there. So let's do instead
New target.
play a side support. Don't stand behind him, don't stand behind him. Cook a stone rhino up a little bit. A little tasty, tasty rhino meat.
Target spotted.
My high hardpoint placement makes this a good shot for me.
Right arm. Critical damage.
Are you still walking at me, dude? He is just walking at me. This man is just standing there menacingly. How much damage have I done to you in your face? And you're taking missile fire. What are you doing? That's scary. He's scary.
Incoming missile.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to really watch the missiles. That sucks. That sucks. That stinks. I'm getting painted by something.
Warning. Incoming
Target
missile.
spotted.
Yowza. I don't see who could have been painting me. Okay, okay. I'll be AFK lurking. Will you go for shower? Yeah, Hobart, I appreciate you. Oh, there you are.
Critical damage.
25% of the enemies are
Kill assist. I'll take a kill assist.
Critical damage.
Wait, that's not... That sucks! I hate this map! I hate this map so much. We're cooked.
New target acquired.
That dude is in an unassailable location on top of a ridge. He just paint everything, missiles everywhere.
Target.
Like, I can see the reticle lighting up that we're doing some hits, but...
target spotted.
Alright, alright. Heroes, I love you. We made it 3 hours. I'm beat. I'm gonna exit this game. We're gonna drop out of this game. We're gonna hope for a win. We're gonna hope for an offline win. Heroes, I got some stuff I gotta deal with tonight. I gotta take a shower. I gotta make some dinner. I love you all so much. I am so grateful that you came here to hang out with the stream. Excuse me? Don't do that. There you go. Thank you for coming to Scaly Saturday. We did some mech explosions. It was pretty fun. I love y'all so much. I will see you all at some point in the future. Let's find a raid target. Let's find a nice little raid target, huh? Who do we got? Who do we got that's live? Who do we got that's live that has kind of this vibe? How about Kobold? How about we keep a Kobold time going, right? Let's help someone else out with her partner push. We didn't get there today, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't help other people with it. So let's drop in on Tickery, who is a Kobold playing Ball X Pit. Touch Scaly Tail. So, heroes, thank you so much for being here. Next stream will be Tuesday. We'll continue Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I love you all so much. And I will see you over in Tickery's stream, where we're going to support our Kobold friend who is also partner pushing and is just barely not quite over the numbers that she's going to need. You can see she's pushing out her stream as long as she can to try to get her average up. So we're going to help her by dropping a big old raid on her. And if you want to throw her a lurk, I would really appreciate that. Her content is great. Her vibes are immaculate. Please hang out with Tickery. I love you all so much. And I'll see you next time.